It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, how I do get sentimental about me carefree days as a lad. We never had toys that were store-bought. We would improvise with things that we had. We made forts out of cardboard boxes. Yardsticks were swords or were spears. But of all these things, none gave the hours of fun like me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was of the finest label, canvas, lace, and stainless cable. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. Yeah! Oh, I leapt from the roof of the garage, though I was but 6 or 7 years. Oh, I would have broke me back, but I clung fast to the straps of me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Wing nuts, cleats, and spoiler, brass grommets, and cup holder on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We tied the bra between 2 trees. The neighbor boys war they did declare. We ended the attack with 6 pumpkins and 2 cats flung from me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Delicate flower appliques, 8-track tape and safety chains on me mother's gigantic brassiere. One time we used it to slow down our dragster or parasail behind our boat. Then there was the time it was used to airlift an injured skier off a treacherous mountain slope. But most I think of my father's pride when wash day it was done, as he hoisted it up the telephone pole to billow in the sun. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. With an awning and screen door, could sleep 2 family of 4. It's me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Reinforced hydraulic winch, reflective tape, and 3-point hitch on me mother's gigantic brassiere.
The amazing Haywood Banks. My mother's gigantic bra.
Fire away.
Fire away?
Fire away what?
He's pulling it back.
Oh, like a slingshot.
Oh.
Like a
Pumpkins and cats. From what I
loves
understand.
You used to do that with your mom's brassiere? No.
You know, all I did with my mom's brassiere was try it on occasion.
Okay, fair enough.
Do the tuck.
Fair enough.
My mom left sanitary napkins in the bathroom.
But where else would she leave them?
Well, I mean, but they were on display.
Used?
No.
No, she used to leave them on the dining room table on the Lazy Susan. No, not the ketchup. I want the tampon.
Were they in like a basket or a box?
In the Kotex box.
Oh, okay,
Oh, they were pads back then.
They were bigger then, right?
Oh, yeah.
Bigger, yeah.
Didn't they used to have the strap-ons around your...
Yes, they had a belt.
Okay.
Sanitary
napkin belt that
Yes.
you hooked everything to.
Wow.
Yeah. Velcro revolutionized that industry.
I knew some ladies that had to wear suspenders. They were
heavy.
They were heavy.
Oh,
They had those heavy days.
Flow. Heavy. Did I say Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk?
Hi, Chick.
Hi there. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Over there at the Performance Center, the Pavilion. There's Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick. And Tom, we've got a lot of big-time guests today. More stars than there are in the heavens.
All right, look at this.
Yeah.
Comedian, our NFL guy, Costaki Economopoulos, the great singer-songwriter and one of the funniest guys I know, Edwin McCain, is going to stop by.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
Love him. And then comedian Paul Mecurio.
Well, we haven't heard from him in a while.
He's got a traveling live show. And we'll talk about, see what's going on with that, among other things. Let's see, a couple things we missed.
What?
Very busy day yesterday. And
Was it?
I received a kind letter pointing out what we had missed. Sad news, really.
Are you saying it's a kind letter so I don't get mad at them?
What do you mean?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. It's from Eric. Eric's kind enough to write. And when I saw the subject heading, I thought, God, I can't believe we missed this story. This is sad. It says, subject heading, R.I.P. Tom Jones.
What?
Tom Jones didn't die.
No.
Well, and it's not the great singer from Wales.
Oh, it's the actor or something?
It's the legendary playwright Tom Jones, who died on August 11th of 2023. Now, you may recall he wrote... You want to help me with this, Pat Godwin?
I do not know.
Yes, you do. He wrote The Fantastics.
He did.
Which was a show that was running...
Are you kidding me?
What? Why is this
Are
a big news
we
story?
opening up this awful can
I
of
want to
worms?
apologize to Eric, one of our finest listeners, because The Fantastics ran from 1960 until 2002 in New York.
Yes, but to be fair, there was very little plays at that time in the world. They
Plenty
had
of great plays.
They had to run what they had.
No, I bet you know this song.
I bet I do,
I know
because
what you're
we
gonna
were
play.
threatening to kill you if you played it anymore.
No, it's
the hit.
It's Try to Remember a
Kind of giant member.
Do you remember that song, Christy?
I never saw that play. Sorry.
I know, but I don't think you had to see the play. That song was all over the place.
Big time energy.
Kind of a schmaltzy ballad, but it's a great song.
But also,
Why is this news?
yeah, that's what
Because what is today?
13th?
We on Sunday we would have been celebrating his
No,
the second anniversary of his passing.
Okay.
I
missed something.
This
somewhere.
really
Did
is
I
a
start
problem.
over?
This is really getting to be a problem. That you are under the delusion that everyone has had the same life that you've had, and they were concerned about.
I think many are aware
Tim
of
Jones or whoever the hell it is.
Tom
The Fantastics.
The Fantastic. Great. Were you ever in that, Pat?
No, but my dad directed Celebration that he also wrote. That was a much better play. I
Oh,
don't know.
Cool in the Gang?
No, it was
Yeah.
it was a wonderful musical.
Celebrate good times.
Come on!
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's a great song. But in any event,
Well, where's the other song? Plant a Radish. Where's that?
Oh, that's
Hit me with it.
Oh, that's what.
That's
we're
the one
talking.
we know.
That's why you brought it up.
You don't have it? You did all this? There better be Plant a Radish here. That's the only thing that's going to make any sense.
He ends the letter by saying, "Everybody go plant a radish today."
Yeah.
And no song.
Well, because when I first saw it, I prepared this. I just saw the
Josh,
death of Tom
you want to
Jones.
go get breakfast? It's not too
So I
late.
thought I would. Of course, Tom Jones, the singer, most famous for this classic, and
God.
unfortunately,
Oh, no.
never been released digitally, only on vinyl.
It just doesn't matter anymore, does it? It really, it's just, what the hell ever.
It seems to be skipping. I apologize. Nice horns in this band. Okay. Seriously.
Play the second part. I don't know why, but it makes me laugh harder every time I hear it.
You're just being
I'm putting
nice.
75 cents and quarters on the turntable here. I apologize for this thing skipping.
Oh, you should.
We've got to get a digital recording of this. Anyway. I'm so sorry. It keeps skipping.
What?
I work with children.
That's the equivalent of taking a chloroform-soaked rag. right there.
And nothing but.
Nothing but.
I can't believe you don't know that song from the Fantastics, Christy. I thought that was...
Oh, Plant a Radish?
What was the other one?
Oh, September?
I've heard it. Yeah.
Try to remember.
Yeah, there you go, Pat.
That's in September.
Yeah, it's not even the top 5 of September songs.
Follow.
Oh no, September by Cool and the Gang is
Earth, Wind,
Earth,
and
Wind,
Fire.
and Fire. Sorry.
That's a
Yeah.
great song.
That's number 1.
Oh yeah.
Then you See You in September. Was that Chad
Oh
and
yeah.
Jeremy?
Oh.
Or are they a summer song?
See you in September.
Plant a radish, get a radish. never any doubt.
What is this from?
That's from Fantastic.
Wow.
Tom Jones must have wrote this, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
You brought this up.
Yeah, well, this song blows.
Oh, yeah, in context, I mean, what's the purpose of that song?
Yeah, terrible.
It's
Thank
really
you, Pat.
bad.
How does that fit into a play?
I don't know. Filler?
What was the plot of the play?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember that
I know
either.
we used to drive by it and had the sign was out, longest running play in Broadway.
Yeah.
That's all I remember from it.
And I want to say the guy that played the detective, Jerry Orbach.
Jerry Orbach was huge on Broadway. Yeah, the guy from Law and Order.
Didn't he? Wasn't he in that
Promises, yeah. Fantastics. He was the original guy.
Oh, Naked Eyes, Promises. That's
That is a good song.
That
great
is a good song.
Okay.
Promises.
Okay, here we go. This is this should be it with any luck here.
What?
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 This traffic and weather in this hands.
Yeah.
Having trouble sleeping? Well,
You don't need to get up.
oh,
Stay in bed.
Back when the
Yeah.
intros were king.
Tom, how do you feel
Yes,
about this
yes.
intro? A little bit. Like this should be
Go
right
back
here.
over.
Oh, don't God.
Turn the
No,
alarm
not
off.
yet.
Coming around again. isn't it?
Broadway,
Yeah.
they take a while.
You gotta set the stage.
People are being seated still. This one. What kind was it?
Life was so
Life is
Slow.
Slow? Mellow, dude.
Mellow.
wow.
Hey, you guys want to go to 42nd Street and watch those? Go look at the porno booths. Get out of here.
It was down in the Village, right?
Yeah. It was off Broadway, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I said go to
Wait,
42nd
wait.
Street. Yeah.
Now, it's time for some sports previews. A little taste of what's happening in the world.
now
of sports
you want to
from the
do a
Dude
show,
Wipes
huh?
Sports Desk starring Chick
You
McGee.
put us behind. You're like a member of a relay team, and right away you drop the baton, and you're crawling around on the track trying to find it.
I didn't
and we
drop
got to
it.
dig ourselves out from.
You see that one?
Try to remember the kind of September, and okay, let's have fun now.
The USA men did not.
Yeah, I know.
We saw that, yeah.
Too bad.
Wasn't good.
They're still talking to Jordan Chili's about the arbitration panel and to see if she can keep her bronze medal. And bronze medals aren't what they used to be, according to athletes. We'll talk about it.
What do you mean?
Wear and tear is not what you would think it would be.
And then, we do, oddly enough, there is, speaking of that, what's his name? Flavor Flav. Mr. Flav has offered a...
Going to do something for Jordan?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Preseason college football poll is out, and that is a week from this. No, yes, 27th, August, that weekend.
That's college football
College
starts?
football starts. Yes,
Nice.
ma'am. And we'll talk about the NFL's dynamic kickoff. That's what they're calling it, where there are two teams 10 yards apart, the kicker's by himself. And let's see, we'll talk about the LA games and what's coming up, and a marathon swimmer that we know, and video games, for those of you who like to play World of Warcraft.
Yeah, Jim Dreyer back in the news, the guy that swam across Lake Michigan.
Oh, boy, we haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, wasn't it nice?
He was in here.
Quiet.
Yeah, he was.
Well, something went wrong. He's fine.
Oh, okay.
But
according to the headline, you think he died.
no, he didn't. He is fine. I want to make that very clear. The way the headline is written.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from.
The batteries in his GPS died. Never mind. Right now, it's time to check in with Chick McGee across the way.
SimpliSafe, that's right. The do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. I went out there and beat the bushes. I needed a home security system, but I was tired of the way things were. And I'm handsy. Is that how they say that? I'm a do-it-yourselfer. I'm handsy. That's not the same thing, is it?
There are two
No,
meanings.
handy.
Handy. That's
handy
what I'm
would be
looking
good.
for. Handy, not handsy.
Handsy would be that, that one.
You're
teacher.
right. About 10 years ago, I found SimpliSafe, the do-it-yourself home security system. And now, of course, I've slept better every night since, knowing that SimpliSafe's 24/7 monitoring agents are standing by to protect me. And if someone tries to break in, they send emergency help when I need it most. And get a load of this. They have something called Live Guard Protection at SimpliSafe. SimpliSafe agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm and can even see and speak to intruders inside your home, warning them the police are on their way with the high-definition cameras. For instance, a little something like a thief picks up something, they go, "Hey, put that down!" The cops are on their way. It's science fiction, but it's real if you have SimpliSafe. And you can have the same peace of mind that I do and many of our listeners. And we have a deal for you. SimpliSafe offering Bob and Tom listeners 20% off the system. Just visit SimpliSafeTom.com. Protect your home this summer. 20% off any new SimpliSafe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. SimpliSafeTom.com. That's SimpliSafeTom.com. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Read the reviews. You're going to like it. And don't forget to get that sump pump alarm. Trust me. A friend of mine just had a flooded basement, but he could have had a phone call. But right now, we have to come back with a little bit of memories from yesterday, including, are you kinky? We have a scientific way to find out if you're kinky, and we'll find out who is kinky. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say, "Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn." Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Girl, the food was great. The company, even better. Why sit here all night long, going on about the weather? I know it's our first date, and good girls gotta wait. But I just turned 83, and you said you're 78. The moon is full, you know what I'm thinking. Let's make love, we're old and we're shrinking. The hour's late, let's just do it on our first date.
League, we've already had a bunch of preseason games getting set for the actual regular season. He's our NFL correspondent. Check him out at Costaki.com. That's with a C, Costaki. He's Greek, don't you know? Also, longtime friend of the show, comedian Paul Mercurio, going to be joining us talking about his new tour, Permission to Speak. That's coming up this morning here on Bob and Tom Radio.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Former President Donald Trump recounted his assassination attempt in vivid detail and promised the largest deportation in our history during a high-profile return to the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. We call it X now, of course, and he did with the owner of X, Elon Musk. It started about 40 minutes late due to technical glitches, and the rare public conversation was overwhelmingly friendly, revealed little new, though, about Trump's plans for a second term. Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris is trying to outmaneuver the former president and address old vulnerabilities on her policy positions as she starts to fill in how she would govern if elected in November. After 4 years of following President Joe Biden's lead, Harris is taking a cautious approach to unveiling a policy vision in her own right. Asked by reporters on Saturday when she would unveil her policy platform, she promised more details sometime this week. A 4.4 magnitude quake struck the Los Angeles area yesterday shortly after noon. It was centered near the city's Highland Park neighborhood. The epicenter was about 6.5 miles northeast of Los Angeles' City Hall. People reported feeling it strongly across Southern California, and the quake served more as a reminder of what would happen in a state where a huge population lives above active fault lines. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, this is Tom. Coming up Wednesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show, it'll be Sexy Time with Allie Breen.
I was having an affair with a married man, and he got caught. He now wants to stay with me while he tries to work it out with his wife. That's crazy, right?
But he wants to stay married.
Well, why wouldn't he? So what does he want to do? Keep his house, car, and stuff?
That's Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
and Tom, 24/7. The Bob and Tom Show.
I know of two of them, one of them at least, he was as healthy as a damn horse when he went in there. There was another one. They give him a lethal dose of no brains when he come back.
Bob and Tom, more than slightly confused.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
We were talking about this scientific scale that has been developed. He developed the kink orientation scale to capture the full spectrum of kink engagement. Do you have the questions over there, Christy?
Casual sex is fun. That's a question.
A lot of women need to
lighten up. Is that what you're going to say?
Kinda. Well, I can't have sex with him. He's a friend of mine. Well, that's why you can have sex with him.
That's true. It's a lot safer.
Well, it'll change the friendship. Not for the guy, it won't.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Show is smooth.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here in our places with bright, shining faces.
You know, it'd be funny if
it were true.
Television news were, well, that's true. If local television news were like radio shows like this
we
one.
are? Like Painfully Honest?
Ace goes, and now the weather, and you see just this blank set, and Christy sprinting into this picture. Hi! Like
I made it in time.
Yeah, you see, you made it, but they're always ready.
Yeah.
We often do make it on time, but you have missed some breaks.
Me? I think you miss more than I do. What did you say?
Not lately.
Okay, well, that's the voice of Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Coming up today, Costaki Economopoulos with our NFL report, the preseason report, singer, songwriter. Edwin McCain will be our guest, and comedian Paul Mecurio will be our guest. And let's see, we have Mr. McGee over there. What have you got? Oh, I'm sorry, I did the wrong introduction. We have the Chucker.
Oh, that's right.
Hi, here's the Chucker. Chucker, and I'd like to introduce my sidekick, the Chief.
Yeah.
What's up, Chief?
I tell you what,
Chief and the Chucker. We need something for Josh and Christy, and oh no, Ace is fine. What about you two? Did you go by something when you were other stations, Pat?
No, I've just been Patty G my whole life.
Oh,
pretty
Patty
much.
G.
What would you be, Josh?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Boring.
Yeah, you never had a DJ name.
No.
You could be like the A-Man.
Oh, for Arnold?
Yeah. No? The A-Man?
People would confuse me with Ace, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think they would.
On the radio, they might.
Jam and J.
Jam and J.
Oh, I like that.
That stinks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's real
That's
silly.
almost as bad as the Chucker.
Jam and J.
Real silly.
Yeah.
So, no, that leaves Christy.
Christy is a radio name.
No, but we got to...
Well, so's Chick.
Oh, that's true.
You got to get something a little more...
I don't know. Girls don't normally
How about you
have those funny names.
You have a slogan like "See you next Tuesday." How about that?
Thanks. That's
what if
really
you changed
nice.
your last name to Wood? And, hey, it's Christy Morningwood.
Well, she doesn't. What?
She doesn't have to change.
First of all,
have to change a lot more than just your name.
Hey,
Best we can hope for is the size of a thumb.
Hey, I think we all know gender is fluid. Okay. Well, we'll have to work
indeed.
on that. Jam and J.
You know the difference between Jam and J and Jelly J?
Okay.
I can't
I
jelly
don't have
this
to
mic.
jelly my.
Okay. All right, where were we? Oh, here we are. Time now to go over what we learned on yesterday's show. Because if we don't look back, we can't look ahead. And then if you can't look ahead, we'll run into something.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure, yeah.
Might bump into something. Tom's puppy has razor sharp teeth.
Do we have a name yet?
We're going with Dungy.
Okay.
Real dumb.
I was corresponding with my college roommate.
I'm just going to call it Stinks.
Who was a Canadian.
Yes.
And I said, Dungy.
Didn't know who Dungy was, right?
Well, I think it's D-U-N-G-Y, and if you're not familiar.
Oh, Dungy.
Well, see, he might think it was Dungy, which is not appropriate.
I like Dungy better than Dungy.
No, Dungy. So his name is Dungy after the great Tony Dungy. So I pointed that out to him, and he goes, I don't know anything about American football.
How about this? Tony.
That's
the name, Tony.
No, his name is Dungy.
No.
Well, I'm glad Hart had a lot to say about it.
There's no way she
I
even
can't
knows who
believe
she is.
I can't believe your 8-year-old daughter looked at a dog and said, "I'd like to name it after Hall of Fame NFL coach and former Pittsburgh Steelers defensive back Tony Dungy."
Why didn't you just start calling him
Hasn't
Dungy
been a coach
from
in
day
how many
one?
years?
Maybe if it was a sickly-looking black lab.
I don't think. Yeah, with giant ears. I don't think.
He's a little white dude with one brown ear.
I don't
Yeah,
think
he's so cute.
Dungy has been a coach since she's been alive.
Right.
He's
Has
a
he?
television commentator, a distinguished. He's one of my favorite people. So I mean, I'm a big fan. So
You don't even know him.
I've met him.
He lived in my neighborhood for a while.
I've interviewed him. He's a wonderful guy.
How did Dungy come up even?
Yeah, how did that even start? Was this
maybe-
something like, what NFL coach would you like to name the dog after?
I think maybe Kelly had something to do with it.
Is she a big fan?
Yes.
Well, why
Oh,
didn't
okay.
you say so?
So we can
I've
shut
been
up now.
sitting
Did
here, I
anybody else-
thought, making fun of you.
Did anybody else hear that laugh from the hallway when he said, "I think Kelly may have said"? Well, that laugh suggested, "Yeah, right."
Oh, are you trying to trick us again?
No.
I can back him up on this because I spoke with Kelly over the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, she really liked
A
the
lot of
Dungy.
people have dogs named, well, for example, there are a lot of Wrigley's,
Sure.
various other stadium names.
Lambeau.
Ditka, the dog.
Right.
So
FedEx Field.
I agree with all of that. That's all well and
FedEx
good.
Field. Here, boy. FedEx Field.
SoFi. Here's SoFi.
But I was under the impression that Hart was going to name her. So
We gave her options. Then
You know what? That's you know why you had that impression?
Because that's what
he told
I
us.
know. I agree with. You didn't name the dog for a week.
You
You
waited
could have
for
been
Hart to
calling
come
him
home?
Dungy the whole time.
No, we
Tony.
gave her
Tony's the name.
various options, and
What did she come up with?
Much better.
well, she wanted to do Elvis for a while, and I already had a
There
dog
you
named
go.
Elvis.
Well,
You still can. That
Yeah.
one's not coming back. That dog's not coming through the door. Okay.
Did she have any others? Like, you said bingo.
Bingo. I thought that was a little bit. I don't know.
it's cute.
There's a song.
It's true.
Be honest.
There's a game.
For 5 minutes.
What?
What was her suggestion?
No, bingo, but she did like Dungy because she liked the sound of it. And I said last night, so we're definitely going with Dungy. She said, I think so.
So there was a fair amount of leading the witness.
Absolutely.
But that's all right. All right.
So far, so good. We'll get some pictures of this little critter.
So far, so good. Yes, sir.
Little doggy.
That's a cute name. Don't get me wrong. I just.
Oh, this brings us to the most the farther away that we get away from what's happened, and Josh helped on this as far as mental health issues go. Behind the scenes, we all find it fascinating that Tom is embarrassed and humiliated by breakdancing being in the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
None of us can
Yes.
figure it out.
Now I can't
But
figure it out.
He keeps talking about how embarrassed he is and humiliated he is because they let breakdancing in the Olympics. I'm just telling you what you said.
I thought it was really stupid.
I don't know how you personally can be offended by it. I mean,
And humiliated.
Yeah, it's not like you do it.
Jess Hooker may have figured it out. She said, well, I think what he means is it made him cringe. It was cringe-worthy. But I shockingly had none of that when I watched it.
Made you uncomfortable? I didn't care.
I'm not saying it's not difficult or athletic. It's just it doesn't belong there. And
Why?
It's not coming back. Because you're
athletic.
watering. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that are athletic that aren't in the. What's
Did
next?
you know that the
jazzercise?
That originally in the Olympics there were artists? Did you know that? There
Like
used to be-
painters?
yes, and
That's
sculptors.
That's right.
Yes.
That's where the dogs playing poker came from.
That was, and sadly, a bronze medal.
A bronze medal for that.
And the gold.
I don't think so. You know what got the gold? The
Hang in there, baby?
Nope, endless tunnel. That looks like the swirl.
I get it. I get that. Yeah.
No kidding. I had no idea.
Real dumb.
No idea. Don't worry. It will not be back.
Silver, the scream.
Oh, wow.
Silver.
I'm so glad that you got your way and it won't be back.
No,
I'm sure they'll replace it with something even more.
Again, lacrosse, not in the Olympics.
Lacrosse has never been in the Olympics.
It
has it?
wasn't. They took it out in 1908.
Oh.
They did it. I'm just saying that's a sport. High schools have that. Colleges have.
Is there anybody out there?
There isn't a college that has. Well, if there is, it's a pathetic university. If they have a
breakdancing team.
Is there a hardline lacrosse fan out there? It'll be back, by God. I swear.
It was here in 1908.
1908. By God,
Wow.
sons of bitches, they'll put it back.
That'd be one old dude.
That would.
I won't die till I see it.
It makes me happy.
I use a lacrosse basket to hold my balls above the ground.
It helps. It helps. Comes in handy.
They hit. My balls hit the ground. And
no, that's not a
Odd
cesta. What's
77.
Is it called the basket?
No.
Is that what is it called?
Slingaroo.
No. What else did we learn yesterday?
That's a great question. Tom and Christy went to Justin Willman's magic show, and they both said
Loved
it was
it.
awesome, they said.
And I want to say he's in Dayton. I think it's Sunday, September 29th. Don't miss it. Lexington, the Saturday, and Charleston, West Virginia this Friday. Do not miss this show.
Yes, it's
It
great.
is wonderful.
Lacrosse stick is what they call that, chick. I don't know why.
Lacrosse
That's-
stick?
Yeah. Duh.
We hit a bump in the road yesterday. Tom had big plans. He found some Gillette foamy in one of the bathrooms, and he was going on and on about trying to speculate whose foamy it was. And
I did shave this morning, by the way.
And Ace ruined everything, but it's mine! That's mine! It's mine!
I thought Christy was shaving her legs.
And put the brakes on
No.
everything.
Okay.
So, yeah, really.
Tom walks around all the time with his razor.
Yeah. But it's electric, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
I stayed at a hotel in Austin, Texas, and I loved the shower so much that I went out and bought the shower head. Or I stole the one that was in the room.
What kind was it?
It's up to you. It's up to you. Water something. I forget the name of the shower head.
Well, why would he remember it? He wrote it down. He ordered it.
I wrote it down. I ordered it. Now it's
You can
hanging
forget
in
it.
my shower. Yeah. It wasn't a Speakman, though, so I was very surprised.
I am surprised. How big is it? Is it like
the
a rain shower
Speakman's the
head?
Cadillac of the industry.
That's about right. No, this thing is amazing.
Is this one of those adjustable ones where you can go from fire hose to
laser?
You like that mist setting like you're a bunch of beets at the grocery store?
I'd love it if I could reach it.
I bet you can't.
I can't.
You can't?
And then
I just leave it on one setting.
You
I
need
can't
one of those.
reach
You
it.
need one of those waterproof stools that they have.
They have a waterproof stool?
Yeah.
Oh, like a teak school.
Well, you can. No, that's probably too slippery. No, they have plastic.
No, a teak. That's why they make them out of teaks.
So those are the ones you're supposed to sit on.
Well, what are you doing with them? You could put your foot up on a teak stool and not slip and fall over.
Okay, well, no, you can't. You haven't read the
No way!
You haven't read the obituaries lately.
No, and then I realized with my glass shower door, I can't hear the speaker out in the bathroom.
Right.
So I got two speakers for inside the shower, and I got these two little
Did you hook them up?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're Bluetooth. It's
Are they waterproof?
Kind of. So I put them up on the wall, and now I have. It's like a spa.
What do you listen to while massaging yourself?
Sexy music and soundtracks of pornographic films.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Today I listened to Denise and Patty and What the Parrot Saw.
Oh,
that's the name of the movie.
That is a sexy soundtrack.
It's hot. A little bit too much squawking for my taste.
Yes, yeah.
But other than that, really turned me on.
Well, speaking of being turned on, yesterday in the show, we had this story. Scientists have developed a scale to determine how kinky you are.
Yep.
Dr. Liam Wignall of the University of Brighton developed the so-called kink orientation scale based on thousands of interviews. They came up with 18 questions to they wanted to sort of quantify levels of kinkiness. Now, let me ask you this, Josh. You certainly won the award in this room. Do you have a safe word?
No, I never have had opportunity to use one.
So you don't have one like you'd have a password for your computer, say?
No. I haven't done anything that requires one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not into that either, no.
Because I would think that'd be a pretty good measure of whether or not you're kinky. Pat,
It would
what's
be.
your safe word?
Stop. It works. Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, you can't. You
can't use stop because that dims the pleasure, I guess.
Please?
You know, real sex is so good, I don't need any safe words. Just the regular sex is really good. Yeah.
Sex is like pizza. Even the worst is really great. What?
Who said that?
That's an old saying, yeah.
That's an old saying.
Even when it's bad, it's good.
Yeah, something like that.
I've never really truly agreed with it.
No.
Is that right?
I hate bad pizza, and I hate cold pizza. And I suppose, unless you're into necrophiliac.
Cold sex may not be.
To extend the analogy, which I think is fair.
Could have gone with Inuit. Could have gone with...
I
feel like I started this, and I was going to apologize.
I don't care if you're Inuit or doing it in the side. Well...
What Inuit one and out the other?
Well, when we come back,
there's something there.
When we come back, we will explore the
more things we learned yesterday.
Give me a couple of teasers, will you?
Let's see. Tom Cruise is his dream is to kill himself in front of us. He keeps trying. And Tom had a snack at the state fair that he still can't get over. And hell, I did too. We got to go out to Josh and I are going out to the state fair tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. And yanking on a cow.
How about that?
We're going to touch those teats tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah. And get some snacks.
I want to check in with our friends at Silac, because Christy's at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Yes, I am.
Here's a stat for you. 61% of Americans, according to AARP, 50 and older, are worried about having enough money when they retire. The old days of having a pension, for most of us, are gone. You don't work for the company, you get the gold watch, and they send you a check every month. That very rarely happens now. This is why you got to kind of take care of yourself. So how do you do that? Well, one of the many ways is by checking in with Silac, because they're experts in the world of annuities. This is where, you'll find out about it. I'll tell you what, let them tell you about it by just checking out the website, silacins.com. That's SILACINS.com. Or actually, you can just go to the Bob and Tom website. Easy to remember, bobandtom.com. And there's a link there to Silac, not to mention a Chick McGee special that you can watch. The Silac Insurance Company. You'll receive payments on a regular basis. Find out all the details. Certain restrictions apply, but you're probably all set if you check it out. See what I'm talking about. Have some money put in your mailbox on a monthly basis, or in your bank account, or in your hands, whatever works for you. Once again, silacins.com. That's SILACINS.com. Just go to the Bob and Tom Show website and hit that Silac link. Also, coming up today, there was a bear in a classroom. That's right. And we're going to check in with breastfeeding orangutans. Sexy. Hot. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the...
Now, the comedy duo of Abbott and Costello are well known for their classic routine, Who's On First? But this, too, is hopelessly out of date. Here's my version with the help of Mr. Dean Metcalf.
Okay.
Hey, Abbott! I'm the new team doctor. You being the manager, you got to tell me what drugs the different players are taking.
Certainly. Well, who's on roids? What's on cocaine? I don't know's on meth.
That's what I want to find out.
I say who's on roids, what's on cocaine, and I don't know's on meth.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
Well, then who's on roids?
Who?
I mean the fella's name.
Who?
The guy on roids.
Who?
What is the name of the guy on roids?
What is on cocaine?
No, I don't know what's on cocaine.
No, he's on meth.
Look, do you know who's on roids?
I'm telling you. Who?
The fella on roids.
Who?
What is the name of the guy on roids?
What is on cocaine?
I don't know. He's on meth! There I go, back on meth again.
All right, now calm down, calm down.
Listen, who comes up to me, tells me he wants me to shoot him in the ass. I take the syringe, fill it with roids. I shoot who in the ass?
There you go. That's the first right thing you've said all day.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
All right, so you know the players?
Forget the players. I need some heroin.
What did you say?
I need some heroin.
That's our shortstop.
Why I order?
End scene.
Paul Mecurio.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Once again, Bo Burnham is our guest, and he has a little tour going. We'll give you some of those dates in a second. Go ahead, Bo.
Every time I go to dinner, seems like I'm getting a little bit thinner. I'll sit down at the breakfast table. I can talk while they're not able. When I look at them, I find there's a single question on their mind. I wish I could go back to the way it was. It's not easy now because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I guess it's always been that way. Or maybe it's because of the way that I walk. Makes them think I like boys.
Oh, my.
The goddamn question just won't go away. And I get asked every single day. But the way they ask it is not a disguise. Like, how was your day? Do you like to kiss guys? This is the worst, baby. This is my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear. Because my whole family now is shocked. I'm in the closet and the door is locked. Well, now my glory days are gone. I was John Elway, now I'm Elton John. Well, my whole family now suspects that watching SpongeBob had side effects. I'm not gay, and that's what I said. If I'm gay, hey God, strike me dead.
That's a joke.
Just because I'm afraid of the snow, or my favorite color is the rainbow. I'm just joking. This is the worst, baby. This is my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear, yeah. Because even my boyfriend thinks I'm gay. I'm just... Oh, God. You all probably think I'm gay. Man, this song is counterproductive. La 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 la. Because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I said, what did they know anyway? You gotta look right through the haze. Easy bake oven was just a phase. And my whole family thinks I'm queer. That is all I ever hear. But I've been as straight as a ramp, if you don't count Bible camp. Bible camp. I'm not gay, I swear. Kind of.
Bo Burnham.
Listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Show. Right on.
www.bobandtom.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I think Bob and Tom Show. I will be honest, I may or may have not been the man arrested for climbing the Eiffel Tower shirtless. I will say this, jail food in France is amazing. They bring you a charcuterie board and a glass of wine with a lovely baguette.
Nice.
Oh, this
up this Saturday.
What the hell's going on over here?
I don't know. What's going on?
It's like I fell asleep on a candle. I've got so much wax in my ears. When did this happen?
Yeah. We have some.
I'm getting it out with a Kleenex.
We have
It's
some
so
Q-tips.
thick. You're not supposed to stick Q-tips in your ear.
I would say that's probably the most abused
law, a rule.
Yeah, I mean, everyone. That's what you use them for.
Well, you're not supposed to.
I know, but
It pushes the wax deeper in.
Not the way I do it. I do it right.
Now, do you do it like I take the cotton part, I twist it and extend it?
Oh, I don't do that.
And then I put it in, and it kind of forms like a flange.
It touches the eardrum.
No, I think they're perfect the way they are. The actual brand Q-tip, if you get the generic, they suck.
Oh, they're terrible.
Yeah, they're like putting a stick in your ear.
I've been in a really nice hotel. They have their own brand of Q-tips,
Yeah.
and they don't hold up.
No, they don't.
Might as well use a toothpick.
Yep.
But
don't cut corners on Band-Aids, Q-tips, or linens. Don't do it.
That's good advice.
Spend some money. Right?
Yes,
I
I'm thinking,
agree.
there's one other thing that is absolutely
prostitutes.
Towels too.
I'm not sure. I'll think of it.
But yes, the generic prostitutes are pretty.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, you do.
A couple quick letters here. This comes to us from Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Who writes, I just watched Pat Godwin's comedy special. Now, where would you have done that, Pat?
YouTube. Anywhere.
Refund.
He's hilarious.
Oh.
He says, Pat, I loved your songs. I did not realize what a great stand-up comedian you are.
Aw.
And then he goes, by the way, I like Chick McGee's alternative to handshaking, which is the crotch grab. I'm not sure when you were talking about this, but I don't think it was last
you
week.
reach out and grab the guy's crotch?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Dear Bob and Tom Show writes, Chad, I sat down to a delicious dinner last night of Frosted Flakes. 2 bowls. It couldn't have been better.
Nice.
I'm a big fan of cereal for dinner.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Try Honey Nut Cheerios, and if you can find it, Total Raisin Bran.
We have 0 cereal in our house.
That'll get you.
Yeah, either do I.
I don't have any cereal. We don't eat cereal.
Have you guys tried the Caitlin Crunch in there?
No, I thought we weren't supposed to open that.
We got Caitlin Crunch in there.
Yeah, we have like 10 cereals. I eat cereal here
No,
every
that's
morning.
because you're eating cereal. Yeah.
But yeah, for dinner, love it. Oh. Great alternative. Just, I think I'll just have a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, it's good.
You didn't find a.
Do the girls like
hair
cereal?
in your cereal this morning?
Changing the subject.
No, I didn't eat the Caitlin Crunch, although I understand the implication being, I believe, she'd be hairy.
Yeah, so you. Well, let's just write it down and put it on a billboard.
I believe the phrase was she'd probably keep it hairy. Who was the fine athlete that?
I don't know.
That tweeted that.
Could have been Antonio Brown. I don't know.
Okay, there you go.
Well, that guy's a notorious prick.
Of course he is.
God.
He's trying to cause trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Where was I? Let's see. Tom Cruise jumped off the stadium in France, or what do they called it? The France de Stade, or whatever.
Stade de France.
Sure.
I still gotta watch
de France.
that.
Stade de France.
It sounds great. And then he flew to L.A. and then skydived?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
The guy's insane.
Yeah, but it wasn't in real time.
Yeah,
he did it.
But it's still
The other
cool.
part, yeah. It's very cool.
And all anybody talked about was the possible facelift that he had. You know what? He's in Hollywood, of course.
He does look
He
like
looks a little weird.
He's real puffy every
Yeah, there's a puffiness.
Yeah.
Not,
but he's 60-something, right?
The guy is
62.
as entertaining as anybody.
Sure.
I agree.
what is it? He's older right now than Wilford Brimley was in Cocoon.
What?
Isn't that funny?
Amazing, yeah.
That's amazing.
Wilford Brimley always looked old, didn't he?
Always.
Always.
Diabetes?
No.
Diabetes?
Diabetes.
Diabetes?
Never. I can't get in this, Jude, because you'll always say it wrong. Tom loved the deep fried Oreos at the State Fair.
Oh, my God.
And the blueberry milkshake. I love the peanut butter and jelly wing.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you have? You had the pulled pork hot dog. What was that?
It was a bratwurst with pulled pork on it and all kinds of things.
You know, I like my hot dogs covered in pork.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
We got to see a shirtless Jeff Oskey. Well, he claimed he climbed the Eiffel Tower. He was reporting from Paris.
Right.
He claimed he climbed the Eiffel Tower the other day right before the opening ceremony.
Well, a guy did climb the Eiffel Tower.
Well, it turns out it was Jeff.
Do we ever decide what that tattoo was?
Oh, he'll tell us. Yeah,
it's a bluebird, isn't it? A little bluebird of
I think it's a rose, a kind of a leafy, thorny rose.
Ah.
I think.
Wasn't there a snake on it or something?
There might be a snake going up it. And there really might be. Yeah.
From a distance, it looked like a mermaid.
I know. It looked like it had a tail and fins, and yeah.
I thought it was an inside-out chinchilla.
Oh,
That's on his back.
That looks like
Nice.
now, that sweet.
Now, but the big thing yesterday, once again, was the Kinky test. And Josh, very open about his...
Sure, but I don't think it's. I think I'm somewhere in the middle between
I don't think
super
anybody-
kinky and normative, as they say.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody registered as kinky in here. Although you would think someone having
I can't really answer honestly.
non-pants around ankle sex would be kinky, I would think.
Here's some of the
Missionary
questions.
only.
What? No baby.
Now, Josh, how about this question?
Yes, please.
My sexual interests can be risky.
No, not for me.
Okay, how about this one? My sexual interests are constantly evolving.
Oh, a little bit. Yeah.
Get some new stuff on your mind?
Yeah. Hey, why don't we try that? Hey, how about this?
How about pain can be fun in a sexual content?
Man, I don't necessarily care to feel pain during it.
Exactly.
How about distributing it?
But if she wants a little bit of, hey, pinch this or whatever,
Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
Right.
But it has to be mutual respect and trust.
And if she wants pain, would you go, okay, I'll go get Warren? The great line from Being There. Remember that? Where he says, I like to watch, and he goes, I'll go get Warren. No one remembers that?
Yes,
great
it
scene?
is a funny moment.
Yeah.
It's a funny moment.
Here was one of the questions. Sex toys are important in sex.
Not important, but they don't
But fun.
hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind this.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh my God, this is over.
Right.
Here's the one where Josh, I think, makes a statement. The category is, I feel comfortable visiting a sex shop.
Oh, yeah, no, there's no
You've talked about spankies and
Sure.
your love of that.
That might be fun one morning
Go to a sex store?
to have you.
Oh, no.
Go into a sex store.
no
That might
way.
be fun, but that'll never happen.
Why not?
See, but I have fun in a sex shop. I'm not one of those.
Would you like be actually honestly like a panic attack and wigged out, or would it just make you uncomfortable?
Speaking of scummy, I think.
They're really they're brightly lit, and the
And of
people are
course they're going to be clean because people like you think they're scummy.
right. The employees are nice.
Absolutely.
It's funny. I mean, I laugh a ton in a sex shop.
Don't they have just like a forearm and a fist?
Yes. I mean, you look at things and
Tom, you've got to see that in person.
they make me just laugh. So, and I'm not judging those who would, hey, whatever.
Right.
Sure.
But man, some funny stuff in there.
Please, you,
I don't wanna-
Noah,
I don't-
Josh,
no,
go
no.
to a sex
The
store.
names of things are hilarious.
You want to go viral?
Yeah.
Have Josh take you to a sex store.
What is the name of the
Sex store.
foam rubber life-size arm
Fist?
and fist? Does it end at the elbow or does it go all the way?
The one I saw ended before the elbow.
Yeah, the
Okay.
forearm.
Yeah.
Back to the forearm.
See, now it'd be really funny if they had one that went up to the shoulder.
Oh boy, yeah.
Okay, that's too
I've
much.
also seen them where they have a hilt, so
Yeah, right.
you can hold on to that, and
So you
that's how
can't.
you manipulate the arm.
Some people need more guidance than others.
Oh, a hilt.
Yeah, well, that's
All the
really
way to the hill.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. I know others with the same sexual interests as me is one of the categories. I think that's. It doesn't matter being kinky, is it?
No.
Not so much, unless they're suggesting you're sort of part of a group or a chat room or
With a very
whatever.
peculiar interest.
There's a niche community that you're in.
Like,
that kind of thing.
like you have to have being watched by parakeets. Well, this is small,
right.
small faction of.
Hang on a second. You say watched by parakeets?
Yes, you did.
I'm strangely turned on by that. I had no idea. Yeah.
Parakeets are cheap.
That's right.
Here we go. The category, I have outfits I wear while having sex.
I don't. Christy, do you have any outfits?
You can't be naked, man.
I know you really can't. And I
can't approve on
But a
that.
lot of people need the,
Right, they like that stuff. Yeah.
I guess.
Latex
Well,
and
they're
stuff, yeah.
they're freaks. They're scummy freaks who need to stay at the porno shops.
I'd rather see her in one of my dress shirts. That kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Or a T-shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a sucker for the ball cap and the hair out the hole in the
boy,
back.
that's
a good look. I like that.
there you go.
Yeah, it's very casual. It's nice.
You don't
Very
want
nice.
the uniform of, say, a
Instead of
college cheerleader.
Instead of like a magic trick.
Christy, does it? I have a question when we come back.
Okay, good. We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show.
you wear a thong, Miss Pat?
Is you out your damn mind? I have the hard time wiping. What am I going to put a string back there for? You know what I did just discover? I just discovered the moisture wipes. I had the diaper wipes for grown people.
Of course, I use the wipe. Yeah, they're incredible. It's like a shower in the middle of the day. Yeah,
oh my God, they're so much easier. Because you know how when you wipe it and the tissue gets stuck? None of that. Everything is smooth.
What the hell? I'm talking about wet wipes.
I'm talking about wet wipes. You use wet wipes?
On the baby's ass. I'm an adult. Sorry.
You should get them for the adults. They're great, Tom. I just discovered them. They're great for fat people.
You're getting a text. Well, anything else you'd like to share with us?
I'm going home. I'm going to Goodwill.
Okay.
To shoplift.
All right.
Shoplifting at the Goodwill.
I'm out.
I'm out. Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Henry Phillips in the studio with us. Go ahead.
All right, well, this is a song about one time I was flipping through the channels and it was late at night and I saw that they had one of those televangelist preacher guys. Sure. And he was talking, as a lot of them do, about the end of the world is coming. And I want to tell all the people out there that the end of the world is coming. For some of us, sooner than others. But not to be a downer in the morning, but it is coming in. So this is a song about what I would do if it were the end of the world. Here we go. Well, I was flipping through the channels on my TV set last night. And then I came across some TV preacher guy, and he was talking about some prophecies, and I think I heard him say that tomorrow was the end of the world. So then I went into my kitchen and I reached for that top shelf, and I grabbed the finest whiskey I could find, 'cause there's no need to save the finer things for later anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. And then I got into my car and I drove down to a street corner, and I asked some guy where I could get some blow. And then I went up to the prettiest hooker I could find and asked if I could do a line off of her Hooters. Well, much to my surprise, she said she didn't have Hooters. And much to my surprise, I didn't care. 'Cause there's no need for us to not be getting transsexual hookers anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. So have a smoke, shoot some smack, kick a kid in the face. Steal somebody's groceries, 'cause there's no need to not be a grocery stealing, little kid in the face kicking, smack shooting, smoking, tranny hooker getting, all the other stuff I said earlier, guy anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. But when I woke up this morning, I took a look around, and of course I saw that everything was fine. But I'm still gonna call and thank that televangelist preacher guy, because I had myself a really lovely time.
Yeah.
Today, a little bit of an issue, something a little minor. Christy has a new boyfriend. She's officially announced the arrival of her new boyfriend.
He just got here. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, she ordered him online. Yeah, come on. No, I mean,
you've been seeing this guy, and now suddenly it's okay.
Oh, we can go with it. Yeah,
we're going with it. It's official. And the reason we had to go with it is because this guy's name is Tom, my name, and there was some confusion behind the scenes. Christy,
I'm the only one named. I'm the original Tom.
Well, no, but Christy was telling stories. She'd go, well, this weekend Tom and I did something, and she would
I'd have to
tell about some exotic adventure they had, and I'd have to clarify that I had no part of this.
There has been some speculation on the show that Tom and I might be seeing each other this Tom,
but
and
it's
that's
not. It's
totally not true.
So you have boyfriend Tom, and then I will be plaintiff Tom. I think.
How about Boss Tom?
Ooh, I like that.
Taking it off here, Boss Tom.
But see, since he's your man, he should be Major Tom, and then I would be Minor Tom.
Oh, that's nice.
That way, since he's like the guy, you're major dude. We'll have to settle on something. I kind of like work Tom versus play Tom, or day Tom versus night Tom. But then sometimes you see him during the day, like on a Saturday. You probably let him in, I assume, during the day.
No, he stays chained to the tree, Tom. He's not allowed in.
Sometimes we have lunch, I think there's a Starbucks in town that thinks that we're having an affair. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. Because you know how we meet at the same Starbucks occasionally. And,
oh, I see.
You know, the people that work there kind of give you that look like,
Well, that's because see, he's facing them, and you're when you look away, he makes funny faces with his lips.
That's probably true.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the standard.
Don't ever do that again. Keep your tongue in your mouth.
Sorry.
That's a really creepy.
That was like a lizard
what was that? I missed
snake.
it.
No, you don't want to see it.
Let's just say Chick is the employee at Starbucks.
Yes.
And then I am facing them, sitting at the table.
And I'm sitting
you're
with
sipping,
my back to
You're
them.
sipping some annoying exotic
Don't
drink.
show me your tongue again, please.
And as soon as you look away.
You look away, and then he goes with his tongue.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Had a credit card stolen.
Right.
And you forget
That you have auto pay on
the
it.
auto pay.
Yeah.
Here's the key to win this one. Get a new credit card and only put your auto pay stuff on that credit card. So your magazine subscriptions, all the stuff you have in auto pay is on that one, and never use it for anything else, and you can keep an eye on it.
That's fair. Now, I was going to follow this advice, but you lost me at magazine subscription.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know who's had a magazine subscription in the last 45 years.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Show. She.
Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
24/7?
All day, every day.
Nailed it.
He can't help himself. Good morning. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Or it's the way we say it in Central Ohio, insurance. Not insurance. The emphasis on it. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Reminding you to buy real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. That would be Steven Singer Jewelers, with no phony sales or pricing games, just the perfect price every day. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey, he's working on that joke of the day. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Chick.
Hey, man.
I mean, the Chucker.
The Chucker, baby.
Yeah. So were you ever the Chucker? I know you were Chuck Michaels with a Z.
I was not. And I was trying to remember the other day, actually, how long I was Chuck Michaels. And it could have been 6 months or something. It wasn't very long. And I went to McGee.
Did you go to Chuck McGee first?
Yes.
Okay.
I was Chuck McGee when I got here.
Gotcha.
Chuck Deluxe?
Until somebody named me Chick. And as we all know, we don't question that somebody. So I was Chick.
And look what happened.
Look what happened.
Changed
what
everything.
a mess.
Now, we were talking about Kinky.
Kinky.
Thank you, Kinky.
Wait a minute. Were you the chief on the air?
Yeah.
For like a year, 2 years? Really?
Yeah.
You DJ'd that long?
Just the chief.
Yeah, I was the worst.
By yourself?
I was terrible. I can't run any of the
How
equipment.
much dead air did you have?
You don't need to try to convince us that you were terrible running the equipment.
I was unbelievable. So complicated.
Did you come up with Chief, or they give you that?
It was a joke.
Wasn't it Art in the Chief or something like that? Right?
No. It was. Yeah, I worked with a terrific guy named Art.
Can we play that video, or is it still up there?
What video?
I'll have to find it.
When he was on it's
don't. It's a surprise. You don't want to give it away. I'll see if we can find it.
It involves him being topless. It's unbelievable.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It was a television commercial.
For what was it? WPC or CS?
It was for, WJML. 100,000-watt monster station. With the tower on top, Boyd Highlands, Harbor Springs, Michigan.
And broadcasting
That's where it all began, isn't it, Tommy?
And broadcasting to Moose in Canada.
Do you remember your first day on the air?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I remember the song.
Did you start as a news person, or did you start as a DJ?
I started as a DJ.
Yeah.
The number one request was Hotel Motel.
Okay, and this was
which the actual title is, Ace, remember?
Rapper's Delight.
Rapper's Delight.
Was this in Florida?
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody hired you to put you on the air, and you had no experience.
I'd been doing commercials.
Okay.
Were you? Did they give you a shift like midnight to 4? Or
I was on afternoons for about 3 days. Then they gave me the morning show.
Wow. Okay.
Holy hell!
Well,
And then they made me program director the following week.
Yeah.
Must not have been that bad.
No, everybody else quit.
I was going to say.
No, do not think that was anything to do with any level of skill. But
I did afternoons. My first job, noon to 6.
Wow.
Really?
Oh yeah. Well, during certain times of the year, because we'd sign off at like 5 o'clock during certain.
I used to, on Sunday nights in Harbor Springs or Petoskey, Michigan, I had to go on at midnight, do a DJ shift until 6 a.m.
Sure.
and then do the news.
You didn't.
That was a 10-hour ordeal.
Did you guys not sign off? You weren't like daytimers or something? You were
100,000 watt.
24 hours a day. I know, blowtorch. Yeah.
I started here overnight. Heck yeah. Didn't we, Ace?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, and you tell me you guys haven't done it.
I did the weekends.
Wandered around naked in the hallway in the middle of the night.
Stop. It's so hot
screaming, oh, the traffic record's ending. Hurry, honey, hurry.
Could we get back to the study of the kink? Once again, Josh, very open, talking about.
Oh, yeah, you had a question for me.
Oh, yes. You often hear guys talk about, and Chick and Pat and Tom, we were all just talking about how we love, Chick said, a woman in a ball cap with a ponytail sticking out the back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mentioned something about a T-shirt and, loose-fitting shorts or whatever. Does it ever bother women that guys love when we talk about how hot they are when they're casual and you do so much work to
look good?
Yes.
What you think looks good.
It kind of tells me or reaffirms that women dress for other women.
Of course they do. Absolutely.
And not because we don't care.
And they undress.
We do care. We like how you look. You don't have to get all made up, is what we're saying.
No, we definitely get dressed for other women. There's no doubt about that.
Speaking of other women, do you have any friends that have discussed with you this one question here about wearing specific costumes in the bedroom?
Oh, of course. And there are people that,
what have they said
role-playing
they
can
wear?
be a very big turn-on for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, specifically, there are some guys who are maybe into a lady in like a leather jacket and nothing else and boots or something.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Or I can see that.
Not like the French maid outfit or anything like that. Nothing,
That
but more
sort of standard,
Yeah.
Something a little more exotic.
A little more.
Maybe a fast food worker uniform. Really?
Yeah, I smell like Arby's, baby. Come over here.
Yeah, I got the meat. I'm sure that's the conversation.
Is that right?
Well, I'm just speculating. This is not something I'm doing.
You want the big Montana or not, huh?
See, these are all great ideas.
Here comes the horsey sauce.
There it is. Don't you look away.
I think
look at it.
I think we've covered everything.
I think it's really interesting, though, that women worry so much about lingerie and buying things and, how they dress. And guys, like you just said, they don't care.
But there's some that do.
There are some that do.
There are
I'm
some.
not in that category.
And by the way, ladies, if you feel super sexy in lingerie, by all means,
nice
do whatever you need to do to feel sexy.
You can't. Don't ever discount enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Kindness.
Right.
And being naked.
And
there it is.
And you can't go wrong with a cape, which leads to this letter. A cape.
Oh.
Wonder Woman.
Got a very nice letter. This comes to us from Roy.
Yeah.
Kind enough to write. He says, my wife was really pissed the other day. Then he puts in for a change.
Oh, boy. Where's Roy live so we can narrow this down?
And she kept sputtering about how angry she was. And I thought to make the situation better, I'd say, are you super angry? And she goes, yes, I am super angry. And I said, then maybe you should wear a cape.
How'd that
go?
I ate dinner in the garage. So there you go. Thank you very much.
So
Roy.
he won.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I think he might.
Dinner in the garage, I bet, to many married men sounds pretty nice.
Okay, now it's time to move forward here. Are we going to touch base at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk?
We're still doing things we learned yesterday.
What did we learn?
Let's see. We covered Mormon speed dating. Horse poop helps bettors decide which horse will perform well on the racetrack.
Slow down a second. Now, the Mormon thing was they set the world record, right?
Why didn't you just say, yes, we're going to sports?
Because you're going to sports.
What's wrong with you?
You had a free pass.
Let me tell you something. I will from now on.
Okay.
But I thought it was interesting because the only one who's ever done the speed dating thing was Ace.
Yeah.
And he bailed on it.
That's not surprising. He's not a very competitive person. He likes people to think he's going to be in a contest for eating shrimp, and then he just bails.
Would you do the speed dating, Josh?
No.
You're like a woman, Chip.
That's not my style. I like that it's out there and that it's for some people, but it's not for me.
Okay. What else you got?
I kept playing. Oh, I did. Oh, no, it's gone now. Zoom, zoomy, zoom, zooby, zoom.
Oh, yeah.
I took it off because you got mad at me. Tom changed one of his son's poopy diapers while eating a fully loaded chili dog.
It was years ago.
That's dad.
You're busy. I gotta get a quick snack in before I get.
Josh wants a future partner in the bedroom to wear a Catwoman costume.
Absolutely, yeah. And even a past partner, ladies, if you've decided you've changed your mind and you will do it, any of my exes, give me a call.
Now, do you tell them this? Do you let them know this is something you're interested in?
Yeah, but usually I'm prompted. I'm asked, hey, was there ever anything,
And nobody did it for you?
No.
Don't you think you should go buy a Catwoman costume and then present it as a gift?
One size fits all.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's very form-fitting.
It's very form-fitting.
Is this something that happens with all of your potential partners? You just sit down and go, well, tell me what you're into.
Yeah.
And the woman participates in this?
Guys, you don't have a conversation with...
Not like first off the bat.
Well, I'm not saying that either. Every relationship I've been in is eventually we've talked about...
How many dates? How many cohabitation? Or,
No, that's only been one.
You're talking about dozens over the years, and the Catwoman thing has always come up at some point?
With my girlfriends, yes, and that's probably...
And none of them have acceded to your...
No, none of them said no, but it just didn't happen. It wasn't.
Maybe.
Thanks for meeting me. You like your ears licked?
I think as a woman, that would be a hard costume to wear just because it is so form-fitting. And if you're not really confident in your body, maybe.
I don't know. It didn't happen because just for whatever reason. It wasn't like I'm not doing that. I never got that.
Is it really tight?
Yeah.
Would it be hard to get off?
We're still talking about.
Let me rephrase it.
Are we talking about the costume still?
Getting off wouldn't be a problem.
Maybe that's part of the allure.
Would it be hard to remove the costume?
Peel it off of her. Maybe that's the allure.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. Then.
Okay, now we've got.
Or wait, do you want her to keep the costume on and you?
That's sort of the.
Okay.
And Josh did a coworker on a putt-putt course during a lunch break.
And I don't want her to whip me, but I want to think she might.
Okay.
Oh. Always the danger of a beating.
We've set the ground rules. Coming up, we've got a guy trying to swim across Lake Michigan. We've got orangutans breastfeeding. We've got a couple happy animal stories with a happy ending. Nice things. And Pat.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember the seagull story about the guy with the tongue that got bitten off?
Scotland.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
I know there's a song. I remember that. Get that ready. We got a great story about seagulls in the news. And okay, there you go. Very good. All right, now the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about a more convenient way to access therapy. Right now, everyone's comparing themselves to everybody else. They're on social media going, oh, look, they've got more than I do. They look happy in this picture. Right? Cut it out.
They've got more than I do.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
And this is where therapy can come in, help you focus on you, and start, as they say, living your best life. That's where BetterHelp comes in. What BetterHelp is all about is accessing therapy without hopping in your car or getting on your bike, going across town, sitting in a lobby. No, it's about doing it online. It starts online. You fill out a brief questionnaire at BetterHelp.com. And you will be assigned a therapist, a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can change therapists anytime, no additional charge. And then the idea is that you can access the therapy online. You can do it like it's a Zoom call. You can do it like you're on the phone. You can do it texting back and forth. It's about whatever works for you. So convenience is the key. Flexibility is the key to BetterHelp. Once again, it's BetterHelp.com/BT Show. The /BT Show part will knock 10% off that first month. BetterHelp, HELP. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Start living your best life. Start looking into yourself with BetterHelp. Now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Also, coming up, classical music. Is it making you smarter? We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Last time you were here,
yes,
you got talking about catchphrases.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even sure you remember this.
In fact,
I remember it.
We actually use it.
We use it a lot.
Right now.
And
How's that working for you?
You know, I got to say that, you know, I'm a comic, so everything, and when I improvise something, it's a throwaway. And I'm certain that I've thrown away my career and the potential for a decent career 100 times. I've had people say to me, you know, that baked bean bit, the funniest thing I have, and I don't know what they're talking about. You know, because it's like, you know, I got my stuff, and then I got my, because you had that guy on from Bruce Springsteen earlier.
Sure.
And I was talking about working with the boss and the boss way he works a set list. That's me.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say I'm like Bruce Springsteen, but I'm like Bruce Springsteen.
Okay. You change it up every night.
I have a set list, and then I'm willing to.
Then you never follow it. Yeah.
You know, I'll do what I need to do. I'll do whatever I got. It's like making love. You know.
But you do it
right now.
Oh, that's right.
See, we love that phrase, and you've given it up. Then we were hoping.
I did it. You know, and when I did,
there's no right now T-shirts.
When I did the Bob and Tom Show tour, I don't know if I told you I did it.
Sure.
And Chick introduced me. He introduced me with that catchphrase.
Oh yeah, it's starting. It's starting.
Is it sweeping America?
And
we want to. We'll bring you back on the tour, but only if we can do the right now thing.
Oh, look!
Could I hear
I gotta do?
Could I hear the baked bean bit right now?
Because, you know, sometimes my mom used to make baked beans with her special sauce.
Yeah.
Which was mustard, ketchup, and sugar. And she would, you know, she goes, go on to the dinner, come here right now. Right, and she had this really deep voice. That's before she stopped smoking.
Yeah.
She was a Pall Mall babe.
Wow. Did the sugar make the beans
Brown sugar.
Sweet?
It was a brown sugar. It was like the best thing in the world. And my father was overweight, and so my father, and no matter what, she couldn't do any wrong. You know, this is the greatest thing I ever, you know, it's mustard and ketchup and
brown sugar.
A lot of sugar in there.
And some Campbell's baked beans. And he we could have, if God bless my father, may he rest in peace. He would have been happy with a trough.
Fill it with oats.
And I'll tell you something. My father lived for dinner.
Did he?
Mustard?
Yeah.
Because my father, you know, my father was. He was a real man. He was a Marine Corps lieutenant colonel. We've talked about this before.
Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah.
My father was in World War II. My grandfather World War I. I enlisted in the Army out of high school. Just missed Vietnam. But I was in time for our country's war on drugs.
How'd you do?
Technically, I fought for the other side.
We have to take a break right now.
Right now.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I did go out with a girl a lot younger than me, which was an odd experience.
Yeah.
A lot younger, early 30s, very early 30s, 22. And
yeah,
it was a mistake because I thought I'd be the older, well, for two reasons it was a mistake. One, I thought I'd be the older experienced man and I would teach her about love, you know, so I'm very confident, you know, I'm giving her hot talk in her ear. I don't know if you've ever done that where you're right next to someone's ear and you're kind of like, I'm paraphrasing.
Of course, I understand.
This is in the transcript. Hey, baby, you like that? You like what I'm doing, baby?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, well, I bet you do. Yeah, well, I think you're hot.
I think you're hot, too.
I'm getting turned on by the own girl in my own routine. I'm actually thinking,
were you doing both voices then? Yeah, Bob and I are on the same page.
I'm sitting there, yeah, you doing both voices while you're whispering in her ear?
Yeah. It's like a ventriloquist.
Yeah.
You all right?
It's just my sock puppet, honey. Just play along. Lonely time.
I think you're hot too.
Oh, yeah, do you? Well, I'm going to give it to you.
I want you to give it to me, baby. Tell me about what you got down there.
Uh-oh.
What did you say?
Tell me what you got down there.
What do you want to know about it?
Just tell me all about it.
Well, I've had it my whole life. I keep it very clean. I'm fastidious about hygiene.
Now tell me what it does.
It works well with others. Team player, self-motivated.
Now tell me how big it is.
Well, that is an issue of perspective. You can't judge it. You got to go right now?
Oh, come on.
Hey, see you on Craigslist. Another smooch girl.
Dwight Slade is our guest.
That was a bad move.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just returning some correspondence.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Are we
Well,
on the air?
Probation officer?
You still have that Latvian pen pal?
Ladies and gentlemen, as Tom Griswold, it's Chick McGee. Thank you.
Very good.
I had no idea we were going on the air. I'm really busy with all of my...
Don't do that. Oh, that hurt.
All of my pops and all of my...
What kind of chips do you got over there? What are you working with?
French onion sun chips.
Oh.
Can't beat them. Welcome back to the show. Hello, Tom.
The single man's chip.
I was going to say your breath probably isn't that great.
Clear a room.
But my mouth's not going to be anywhere near your face.
Now, that's Christy Lee over there at the Silac news desk. Chick McGee.
When's the last time you did that, Tom?
At the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. I didn't hear anything you just said because I was focusing on doing something interesting. The Dude Wipes Sports Desk featuring Chick McGee.
Cunnilingus is boring. Evidently, it's boring in his world, Pat.
Not in mine.
I didn't hear anything he said. Let's just move forward.
Because it was boring, is what you said.
Hey, is that a good scene in a movie?
What?
So the guy goes to
to
do that, right?
Yeah.
And she and he goes and he smells like nacho cheese Doritos.
Uh-huh.
And then he looks out the window and the gardener's walking by eating nacho cheese Doritos.
No.
And it's a giveaway. It's how he finds out.
So he goes down, as he's starting the transaction. Nacho cheese Doritos down there.
I got it.
Fish tacos. Could we move on? Fish tacos?
Not fish tacos. That's a hat on the
scene
hat.
in the movie where they're doing it on the steps. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That particular act?
Yes.
It's History of Violence.
Yes.
Maria Bello and Viggo Mortensen.
Man.
It's as hot as anything.
That is as hot as anything.
The end of that movie has a great scene with William Hurt as the brother.
Oh, he's terrific in that.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he was nominated.
Yeah, for an Academy Award. Great movie.
There's also, you don't see a lot of that in movies.
No, you don't. Well, because it hurts your back, I would think.
Well, I meant the.
Could we move forward?
In Pretty Woman.
Oh.
Do you remember? If I remember correctly, the last time I saw the movie was when it first came out on video, so I was all of 12. And there's a piano scene where I think he goes to do, and in my head, I remember thinking, I don't know what he's doing, but I like whatever's happening.
Fair enough.
It is a time now to head over to the sports desk, I think. Are you busy? What are you doing over there?
I'm returning correspondence. If you guys would stop bothering me, I could get my business taken care of.
Who's up at this hour doing business?
Well, I have many ex-wives.
This is what you farted for.
That's sports.
Thank you very much.
Whatever you do. Always be a good...
Thank you very much.
No. Let's see. Where were we? Flavor Flav. Boy!
Yeah!
He offered a bronze clock necklace to U.S. Olympic gymnast Jordan Childs after she was stripped over her bronze medal. And, of course, Jordan replied with a... Thank you. Following a scoring inquiry, the International Olympic Committee ruled that Ms. Childs would have to return the bronze medal she won in floor exercise at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Though Ms. Childs lost her medal, rapper Flavor Flav boy now wants to ensure her performance will still be honored. The rapper wrote on social media he wants to award Childs a bronze clock necklace to celebrate her accomplishment.
Oh, that's nice. How does he have money?
Bronze clock, by the way.
Creative.
Probably a fair amount of royalties. A lot of those VH1 shows may have paid decent.
Okay, man.
And that whole thing hasn't been resolved yet, right?
Oh, no kidding.
They've announced that you want that part. USA Gymnastics officials say an arbitration panel won't consider a decision asking gymnast Jordan Childs to return the bronze medal. CAS voided an on-floor appeal from Childs' coach that vaulted her to third, saying the appeal came 4 seconds beyond the 1 minute time limit for scoring inquiries, and they say they're not going to do anything about it.
There's not much of a controversy here. It's a shame, but there's no controversy here.
Well, now the USA
the American says they have digital video proof
and they
that
say,
it was 47
I don't believe that, though.
They said that they aren't even going to look at that it's done.
Because the coaches even admitted immediately that this was a total Hail Mary. That this was
4 seconds.
They were just doing anything they could.
Whoever said, okay, you could have the bronze, initially messed up. They should have just shut the
Right.
That's the problem. College football. Who wants to hear about that?
I do.
Sure. Georgia, #1 in the AP preseason college football poll. Now, remember about the college football playoffs, Tom. What's going to happen this year? That's right. 12 teams.
I'm not going to watch.
12 teams.
What was it, 10 before?
No, it was 4.
It's up to 12?
Now it's going to be 12.
Wow.
All right. Okay.
That's a lot more college football.
You know what we're going to do stories about? Well, everybody else is talking about the 12 college football teams.
What are we going to do stories about?
World records of somebody pounding sand in their ass.
Balloons up there. I got 3 pounds in.
Blowing balloons.
Everybody's talking about college football.
Isn't it a little bit early to talk about college football?
Swallow it.
It started yet?
Starts in 10 days or whatever the hell
they haven't played the games yet.
Well,
how do you rank the teams now? Why bother?
Oh, yeah, the college rankings are silly.
Georgia #1, Ohio State #2, Oregon #3, Texas 4, Alabama 5. I don't see Michigan on there anymore. Tough.
Who's their coach now?
Sharon Moore, who's also in trouble. And
he's in trouble already?
And they're under investigation again because they cheat when they recruit. Come at me like I care. The first full weekend of exhibition games featuring the NFL's what they're calling this is the official name of it. The announcers have to refer to it this way. A dynamic kickoff.
Okay.
It did feature 2 long returns this past weekend, a significant drop in touchbacks, though, and mass confusion on a weird play that ended up as they had a safety. The NFL's goals of increasing the rate of returns and bringing back the threat of big plays mostly accomplished. NFL reported 81% of kicks have been returned so far, even if teams have been guarded and they're not sure what they're doing. So there you go.
So can you give me the quick explanation for this thing?
Because you're going to ask stupid questions about what are they wearing on the number yard line, and I don't want to participate.
I feel like this is one of those things I have to see to really understand.
Can we get a picture up of the
that's not what I meant.
Dynamic kickoff up there on the screen?
I just meant during a game.
Okay, remember where the kicker was during a kickoff?
Yeah, over there by the other side.
He stays there. That's where he stays. Now, remember where the receiver was?
Yeah.
Yes.
Receiving team. Okay. Then on that, there's the receiving team on the 25 or 30, and then on the 40, same side of the field, is the kicking team. Not back by the kicker, but here. So you've got the kicking team here and the receiving team here, like 10 yards apart.
Right.
And then you can have 2 returners back in the...
I like it.
Oh, here we go.
Back in the return zone.
So those guys are working each other while and the runner has a chance to get through all that melee.
I'm sorry, the landing zone. That's what it's called, the landing zone.
Can you do an onside kick?
Onside kicks are now illegal, I believe.
Unless
only
in the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, 2 minutes.
If you tell the other team you're going to do it.
If you tell them you're going to do it on, well, I mean, they told them before.
Situationally, one would know in theory.
All right.
But, I mean, there was no surprise to it, especially in the fourth quarter. But
I think this will be cool.
You do it after halftime in a Super Bowl and somebody drops the ball, then there's a problem. But, I mean, you kick it right to them.
Is anybody mad about this change?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I don't think so.
But there were significantly more returns, though. That was
yes.
That's the good part.
Yeah.
And,
well, I mean,
and they're not running full speed at each other.
Exactly, and kickers
Hitting in
weren't
the head.
Kickers weren't kicking it into the end zone; they were kicking it to the landing zone. I think it will be more returns.
Okay,
it would have to be. The summer 2028 Olympics in L.A. And not just any Olympics.
L.A.
Olympics. That's right. It's L.A. Olympics. And you know there was a earthquake yesterday in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Malika Andrews of ESPN
4.4
NBA Live was on the air when it happened, and it sounded something like this.
And it was so much fun to see, particularly the crowd sort of getting behind as we have a bit of an earthquake here in Los Angeles.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're just going to make sure that our studio lights, everything stays safe, everything's shaking. You good, Mylan? Everybody good? All right. Thank you so much for bearing with us through that.
Good for her.
Our studio was shaking just a little bit. Tarsi, if you're still good in the studio and everyone's still good. All right, so this is what I want to show you now. Rebecca, I appreciate you just bearing with us.
How dare you, woman, maintain your cool and be professional.
Absolutely perfect. And when you first started, I thought she was referring to the earthquake.
No,
we had a little bit of fun here.
Hey. It was happening. Yeah. That's
Calms
something,
everybody
right?
down. I'm still waiting for the big one, though. I got land in Arizona. I can't wait to be beachside.
That's going to happen.
Yeah. That's what they're afraid of.
It's a Steely Dan song. California Falls into the Sea.
California Falls into the Ocean is a Warren Zevon song.
We've got Anima by Tool talking about
lyrics about
Arizona Bay.
Steely Dan's lyrics. Showbiz Kids, I think.
And of course, George Strait says, if you'll buy that, I got a oceanfront property in Arizona.
Oh.
From my front porch, you can see the sea. I got some oceanfront property.
My God, that's the best George Strait I've ever heard.
Close your eyes. It's like you're there.
The summer 2028 Olympics in L.A. will see a few changes from the Paris Games, including a few new events. Flag football and squash will be among the new sports, and it is pronounced squash.
And in the Olympics, you have to yell that every time you hit the ball. Squash!
Squash! Along with
that's the San Francisco
squash, and then do the circle and snap your fingers. Squash, squash.
Here, can I have your correspondence so I can finish it?
Along with American Ninja Warrior style obstacle racing.
Yeah, that's what they were promoting.
Is this true?
Mhm.
I love it.
They had Matt on the show, the host.
Matt Eisman?
Yes, they had him on the Olympic Games explaining what they were going to do.
I love Matt Eisman.
Is Matt the guy that lays?
He was in here.
Yeah, he was.
Is Matt the guy that lays in front of your front door and lays on the porch? Matt?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, my Ramalama Ding Dong hit a big home run, but you don't like my Matt laying on the front porch.
I like it.
I see no difference.
Would you ever, if you were a billionaire, would you have a welcome mat where it's a guy named Matt welcoming people to your home?
Yes, absolutely.
Welcome.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
Oh, did you meet Matt?
Good to see you.
That's my welcome.
What mat would you get? You could afford any mat.
Matt Lauer's out there.
He would love the work.
He's looking for a gig.
I would have said Matthew Perry. But,
Matt Damon?
Oh.
I bet Matt Damon would do it for a couple times, because if I was a billionaire, I'd probably get to be able to know Matt Damon, I would think.
Sure.
Yeah. Me and Casey Affleck, Matt Damon, and the other
I
athlete.
got to meet Matt Damon once. He was very nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember when there was a running joke on South Park when one of the characters just said, Matt Damon. That's all he said.
Team America, yeah.
Team America, the South Park.
Remember they made him.
Also, American Ninja Warrior style, flag football, squash, and lacrosse, which was played at the Olympics in 1908, and Tom's very excited about lacrosse.
Oh, it's
coming
a
back.
real sport as opposed to
And
breakdancing.
Cricket. Is cricket a real sport in your world?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Man, they're going to serve those doughy rolls at the Olympics for lacrosse.
What doughy rolls?
Hot lacrosse buns.
Wow, this is possibly the least funny break in the history of the show. Yeah, that
They can only do
stow
those in
that.
April or March.
Baseball and softball, the sports were out after the 08 Beijing.
They're going to do spot the facelift. They're going to have that in the Olympics.
Back in Tokyo in 21, out in Paris, and we'll now be back in L.A. L.A. And then, are they going to play Olympic softball in Oklahoma City? Is that what this story means?
I don't know.
Now, they're not going to do something ridiculous, like swimming will be in the L.A. River.
Oh, God, I hope not.
I know. Well, you thought the Seine was filthy.
They're going to have a lot of skinned-up knees if anybody gets in the L.A. River.
Well, they could swim in the ocean. It's right there.
I suppose.
What about whale coli?
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Right off the Santa Monica Pier, it'd be cool as heck.
Fish coli.
But let's not forget hot lacrosse buns.
That's right. Wow. And a welcome Matt.
And a welcome
Welcome Matt. Laying.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Matt. I work for Mr. McGee. How are you? Welcome. A man attempting an 80-mile swim across Lake Michigan said he gave up after his GPS died, and he ended up going the wrong direction.
Oops. Didn't he have a boat following him so he knew?
See, this is what I don't understand.
I don't
Jim Dreyer.
We know Jim. He's been in here.
Yeah.
I would not say hi to him if he said hi to me first.
Ironic that a swimmer is named Dreyer.
Explained that on his second day, he paused to change the batteries.
I can leave.
He's trying.
If you're not happy with anything I'm doing.
Jim Dreyer,
I'm happy with it.
whose fault would this be other than his? Listen to this revisionist history. Jim Dreyer explained that on his second day, he paused to change the batteries in his GPS device, but during the process, he somehow lost the bag in the lake.
See, this is where, wouldn't you just swim up to the boat?
Yes.
He continued swimming for hours without a GPS. Why?
And wouldn't the guy in the boat go, hey,
Hey, Jim.
take a left.
That way you're going back to Petoskey. You got to head to Milwaukee.
He relied on his wrist compass. But what is he doing? He's swimming. How could you look at your wrist compass while you're swimming?
You certainly can't.
You can't.
No.
A support boat later pulled up and informed him.
They tapped him on the shoulder.
You're going the wrong way, dude. You've been swimming north the entire day. Mr. Dreyer, who's nickname...
thanks for telling me.
No joke.
This is going to need a little work, too. Mr. Dreyer, whose nickname was the Shark...
All right.
Later said his brain was mush and he was hallucinating about a steel wall and cargo ships, he says.
That's terrific, Mr. Dreyer.
With the weather window closing and 9-foot waves in the forecast, Mr. Dreyer ultimately decided to give up.
Can't be easy to swim in 5-foot waves.
After 60 miles.
This guy's great. He's done the Mackinac Straits a bunch of times.
Worthless.
He swam across Lake Michigan, whatever it was. A few years ago.
How much money you make swimming in Lake Michigan? How much was he making an hour?
That wasn't his job.
Oh, well, maybe he should get a job.
He has a job. He's a realtor.
Polluting the lake.
Oh, really? Take 7% for nothing.
Hey!
Nothing, my ass. I don't understand where the boat is.
Did Christy say eat my ass?
I said nothing,
she did not say that.
Okay.
I know when he swims, he's towing a raft, I guess.
Why is he towing a raft?
With supplies and water. See, I don't understand.
What's that?
I thought of these swims, you have the boat right next to you.
So did I. That's a what?
Which is already unfair.
Already,
if you're going to swim Lake Michigan, no boat. You do it.
Maybe he is. I think he just has like a raft he tows.
What about a support boat? Yeah, what's with the support? Where are the support boat?
I don't know, but they obviously weren't right there. They rendezvous. We'll get him on the phone. We'll talk to him.
Oh God!
Oh boy, God, that's great news.
That sounds
It's no squash.
Good Lord. Squash.
Jim Dreyer's getting wetter as he goes, you know.
Oh.
No, you're doubling up on the irony of being named Dreyer.
I need a beer.
He's the shark. He's not swimming in salt water.
I thought
Call me the shark. How many times have you heard about a shark?
When we come back, we have Mr. Godwin has a song for us.
Oh, thank God for that.
And
that'll save it.
We're going to hang out with Edwin McCain, the great singer-songwriter, and as far as I'm concerned, comedian. Comedian Paul Mecurio. Costaki Economopoulos in a few minutes with NFL news, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get...
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, hi. With us in the studio, comedian Sal D'Amelio and Scott Dunn hanging out with us. Scott, anything else in your life of interest these days?
Well, I just bought that van. So we're
that's right.
Savoring that. We're enjoying that.
Van? Now, van or minivan?
Minivan. In this day and age, everyone just assumes minivan when you have children.
I would think.
How many people have the conversion van? Is that what they're called still?
Oh, I would love a conversion van, but yeah.
Is that where you can convert it into a bedroom?
Yeah. Boudoir.
Sweet.
Really?
Yeah. Knock one out on the way going down the road. Let's pull into that rest stop, honey.
Well, you're going to have to leave the kids at the previous rest stop because.
Well, none of them are going to be there. Buying a car is a grind. I haven't bought a car from a dealership. It is like a 2-hour, 3-hour grind.
That's tough, yeah.
And so you don't want to be stuck with some idiot.
No.
You want a professional. You want
Sure.
somebody. So I've done a little list of how you can tell whether your car salesman's professional or unprofessional.
Oh, really?
Okay, good.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right.
A big bonus to these minivans is the DVD player in the back.
Oh, sure.
So if your salesman wants to show you how to operate it, that's professional. Mm-hmm. If he makes you go an extra hour on the test drive so he can watch the nude scene from American Pie, unprofessional.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Same token, you're buying a minivan for your family.
Mm-hmm.
So if he wants to show you the storage capacity, professional. If he wants to show you some great places to hide your weed,
All right.
Now, I understand that buying a car is negotiation. I'm trying to get a good deal. He's trying to make money.
Mm-hmm.
So telling me my offer is too low, understandable.
Okay.
Spitting in my coffee, unacceptable.
Wow.
Yep. On the same token, while we negotiate, if he tells you he needs to leave the room to go talk to his manager, that's probably okay.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
If he tells you he needs to leave the room to go drop a deuce, not okay. Not okay.
Too much information.
Wait,
Yeah.
$50 never killed anybody.
Well, he's never done this before.
Used cars, Christy.
Yeah. Now, this one's for the ladies, Christy.
Yeah.
If your car salesman offers you free financing, that's
Yeah,
great.
that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If he offers you a free mustache ride, not so great.
No.
It depends on what he looks like.
There you go.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Depends how cheap you're getting this car.
And
What do I have to
finally,
do to get you into this car today?
and finally, if your car salesman tells you that the van is a certified pre-owned car, that's professional.
Yes.
If he tells you it's a certified poon wagon, unprofessional.
The old.
But good to know.
Yeah, but good to know.
Thanks very much.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
One of the things I like about you is you don't necessarily lower your sights when it comes to some of the things you do. You're willing to go out on a limb.
Oh, I have no sights.
You're willing to go out
blind.
You're willing to go out on a limb and do an impression that perhaps most people aren't going to pick up on.
I'm fearless,
and I respect you for that.
Thank you.
Especially when there's a high quality to the message, and of course, I'm referring to Gregory Peck.
Oh, yes.
Now, Gregory Peck,
Gregory
Peck, not familiar to everybody necessarily, a brilliant actor.
Not everyone knows who he is.
That's right. But if there was a period of time in which he was a big leading man, he was
one of the biggest stars in Hollywood,
and he was in something you don't see much anymore unless you look hard, and that is what I would call an important movie.
Yeah,
there are a lot of great movies out there. Usually,
The Omen,
independent movies.
No, Boys from Brazil.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, I don't mean the.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying. There are a lot of great movies out there these days, but they tend to you got to look for them. A lot of the stuff that gets a lot of publicity is just a bunch of crap with a bunch of crashes and the same old junk. But
To Kill a Mockingbird was a great film.
One of the great films of all time. And,
Yes.
and you do one of the few tributes to it.
Well, yeah, it's a great movie. You learn a lot about tolerance and diversity from it and stuff. But it was made in like 1960 or whatever. And America's changed a lot since then. There's a lot of groups in this country, not even just racial or ethnic groups, but groups of people who define themselves a certain way. And a new one pops up every week. We're like, all right, we're weird, but you better like us or you're a jerk. Like, all right, we'll write you down on the list.
Yeah.
If they made To Kill a Mockingbird now, it'd be like 10 hours long to cover all these different groups.
How true.
Atticus Finch would be out there, tell his little daughter.
Now, Scout, remember how I told you that black folks are just the same as we are, but to treat them with respect. Well, the same goes for these Shiite fundamentalists who just moved in across the streets. They disbelieve different things than we do. So if you see them out there stoning one of their women to death for sneezing on Wednesday, you pay them no mind. Nobody likes a nosy Nelly. And in this house over here live coprophiliacs. Those are people who derive sexual pleasure from human feces. Now, just because they're unrepentant dump truckers and we're not doesn't mean that we are somehow better than they are. They work hard like all Americans to put food on their table so they can eat it and poop it out and have sex. I don't know how it works.
I don't want to know how it works.
There's have to be tolerance.
No Oscars for that movie.
No. Mike McCrae.
How about that?
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, Chick, you've heard about this thing called an annuity?
Sure.
Do you know what they are?
Not sure. Actually unsure.
Well, Mr. Unsure, annuities ensure that you'll still have income even after you retire.
Kind of like getting a paycheck for not really working. I like that deal.
Oh, yeah, that's obvious.
Hey!
So, to get started, here's the name you need to know. Silac Insurance Company.
Silac?
Yep, Silac, S-I-L-A-C. Living longer requires more than just Social Security.
Agreed, but I'm still unsure.
Hey, Silac's annuities help protect the unsure against financial risk to their retirement savings. Down market? No problem. An unexpected health issue? Not an issue. Your annuity is flexible because life isn't predictable.
Silac, huh? Fly-by-nighters?
Nope. The company actually opened during the Great Depression. Back then, they were on a mission to help people when people really needed the help.
So signing up going to be complicated?
Silac makes getting an annuity clean, simple, and transparent. Move on from unsure to insure. Silac. Get started now at SILACINS.com.
Performance varies. Past performance not indicative of future results. Consult with your financial advisor.
God.
What is wrong with him?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
What's wrong with him?
Remember that lady?
Christy, Tom wanted you to do something, but we came back and he felt like he couldn't
Why
talk.
would you do something like this?
What do you want me to do, Tommy?
What is wrong with him?
I would do anything to have you have lunch with that lady.
Oh, boy.
I'd do that. I might do that. Yeah.
Hey, hit on her.
She told me about the city.
Yeah.
Play a little stinky finger. And then
Welcome back to the program. Coming up, we have our NFL reporter, Costaki Economopoulos, will be our guest. Also coming in this morning, Edwin McCain, one of my favorites, and Paul Mecurio, comedian, on tour with a very special show. Now, let's see. Christy, I was wondering, I wanted to get a song out of Pat.
Yes.
And there's an unusual
Well, he's
story.
kind of stopped doing songs. He just kind of sits there now.
I'm changing careers.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I just paint now.
Oh, really?
He's running our focus group, too.
What if you kept him on, though? And he's Pat has a painting for this next story. And he just whipped up some rudimentary drawing.
And we all go, oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, we
very good.
have to do that.
Yeah, there are many very fine musicians that are also fine painters.
Sure, yeah, John Mellencamp.
Joni Mitchell, John Mellencamp, many. Do you paint?
No.
Oh,
Well, never too
Everybody
late
in
to
my
learn.
family does, but not me.
Have you ever painted, Tom? You ever try it?
mostly latex, usually siding.
I see.
No, I used to do stuff, but nothing that's any good. Now, Pat, we have a story here about seagulls.
Oh, I have.
And as you know, that internationally, it's not legal to kill seagulls.
You remember two seagulls, Gertrude and Heathcliff?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Two seagulls.
Is that Red Skelton?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
A sandwich business in Scotland is thinking of adding a seagull insurance surcharge to orders because birds keep stealing people's food.
This is a great idea.
The owner of the Cheesy Toast Shack in St. Andrews said they currently give free replacements to dozens of customers each day after seagulls swoop down and snatch their food.
Now, see, on the surface,
You know why they take the food? Because they think it's theirs.
Yes.
on the surface, this seems to be somewhat legitimate.
Right.
And the Cheesy Toast Shack is a great name. I'd love to go to this place.
Co-owner Kate Carter said people will come to take photos of our sandwiches, and the minute they hold Toasties up for a pic, all the seagulls dive bomb them.
Of course.
People are left bleeding.
I see.
They
This is
really
why this
are
is
a
not
problem.
legitimate.
You can't hold it up.
No kidding. The policy reportedly costs them hundreds of dollars a day.
A day?
Leading the owners to seriously consider adding $1 seagull insurance charge on every purchase to help mitigate losses.
You know, instead of doing your Statue of Liberty,
Yeah, don't hold the damn sandwich
or
up.
it's like you've got the Excalibur
Right.
holding a cheese. Of course the seagulls are going to attack.
Yeah, they think you're handing it to them.
Don't charge everybody a seagull surcharge. Just if the people lose their food, they have to buy another one.
That's what I would
or
do.
give them a tennis racket. That seagull. That's what Pete Cummings and I did to those bats at the house in Harbor Springs on the beach.
You hear this? We don't know Pete Cummings.
No one does.
He thinks we know Pete Cummings because it's his memory. He thinks
And he
we were
battled
there.
bats with a tennis.
Yeah, we all remember that, right? Yeah. You guys don't remember that? Well,
Well, me and Pete Cummings did.
Yeah, we went into Van Verst's house.
You remember this?
And we had these tennis rackets, and the bats are coming at us. I'm just saying.
You know,
that
my mother used to talk to me like this. You better be careful.
What do you mean?
You know that Pete though.
It means that you are. Never mind.
I've never seen a man close a woman like I have Pete. Boy, he had game.
Closed that deal.
Man, oh man.
Great carpenter. Now,
of course he was.
The point is, now, Pat, that reminded me of a different story.
In love with Karen Carpenter.
By the way, one other thing. What is this place called? The Chicken Shack or the?
No, it's called the Cheesy Toast Shack.
By the way, be very careful ordering the chicken nuggets there. Just saying, you're not sure what they're made of.
They might be
all these
seagull
dead
nuggets.
seagulls with the.
Yeah, but could you eat seagull? I think you could, right?
Well, you can eat anything.
I bet they're fairly gamey.
Probably not a ton of meat.
Did you hear Christy?
You can eat anything.
You can eat anything.
Well, true, yeah.
I bet they're pretty awful.
Well, not if they're seasoned properly. I bet you could make a mean seagull the way you
Marinate
season your chicken.
How do you feel about marinating things, John?
It's for those who don't know how to grill. I'm hesitant to do that bit anymore.
I've never seen
the
so
hate
many
mail was astounding.
It was stunning.
A chick was talking about the fact that I made a nice marinade chicken once, and
Yes.
And Josh just went off on how much he hates people that marinate their food, and the people and the food itself. It's amazing.
Yeah, was it the Italian dressing marinade that you use? Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put it in a baggie, stick it in the fridge.
Sure.
Do you ever do the injector? You ever get the hypodermic needle and inject the
Sure.
marinade?
Your turkey?
You feel like, and you have to wear a mask. You act like you're in the operating room. Forceps.
Pat, do you have a song?
Injection.
Well, it's very specific.
You have a song or a painting?
It's
both.
All right.
It's a very specific song about a news story we had a few years ago about a guy that they got into a fight.
Yeah.
And the one person bit off part of the other person's tongue.
His girlfriend, yeah, the woman.
And then a seagull came and picked it up. Here it was.
Okay.
Mr. James McKenzie and Ms. Bethany Ryan were embroiled in a confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
The fight turned violent, and when McKenzie approached Ryan with a clenched fist, she kissed him on the lips. During the course of that, she bit through his tongue.
Yeah.
And according to this news account from the Edinburgh News, McKenzie spat out the tongue. A large seagull swooped down and made off with it, leaving him permanently disfigured.
And now that seagull can whistle like anybody. Man, oh man.
Oh, sure. I like that so much, Josh, but I was trying to whistle, but I just had coffee, and coffee is the anti-whistling. I can't do it. Wait a minute.
Can you add something else to your tongue that wouldn't be, I mean, if you get, what
No.
could they
Oh, like a
replace it with?
prosthetic tongue kind of thing?
Well, no.
A hunk
Pat,
of
how does
Spam?
the song go?
It goes like this. Well, they went out and they had a couple pints. They laughed and danced and drinking songs were sung. They started fighting out there on the street, and the fiery lass bit off the Scotsman's tongue. A seagull swooped down.
Oh, it swooped down.
Took the tongue away, much to the dismay of this poor man.
Hey!
Now, when you go out, and this fella sings along, this is how it sounds when the song's played.
Yeah.
Careful.
Where
were you born?
I'll say a pirate ship.
That's the oldest kid trick in the book, isn't it?
It works.
Never not funny.
Never.
A seagull took his tongue.
That is a crazy story.
And what a lovely lady, huh? Oh, give me a kiss. And then bites off his tongue.
Yeah.
Guess it could have been worse.
You know, she bit
Could've
off my tongue because she loved me so much.
I think those two are together.
Oh, you damn right they are.
Yeah.
Good question.
Come over here and get your beating.
That was delicious meatloaf, honey.
I'm going to eat a horse. Oh, my God.
You sure look good, my friend.
Say what I thought.
Thank you, Ring Again.
All right, you two.
You hold down, man.
We're going right.
I can't hear.
We're going right back to Costaki Economopoulos.
Yes, we have Costaki coming up next.
Can you imagine this guy trying to say Costaki Economopoulos?
No.
I can't say it, and I almost speak English. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Chick McGee.
Chick said earlier he's never touched a cow before, but the rumors about the girls he's dated are not quite one-sided. And ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Belle and her people.
Oh, yeah, feel it.
She's fine. She's fine. She's just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can get something out of there. Okay. You got the hang of it there?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Well, you better get some milk because we don't want you to be an utter failure. All right, you ready? On your mark. Get set. And go. Yeah. There he goes. He's. Come on, keep going, Chick. The cow's leaning over towards you. When was the last time you had your head completely into the hooks of the section of the jersey? She falls over. Stay with her. Hang in there. Stay with her. Hold her back. Phil, he's a nice guy. Don't make him chase you. I wonder, Tom, did he lose a bet or something? 5 seconds. Come on, Chick. And time. It's over, Chick. You're all right. The official measure. Now we're up against a quarter already.
Smiley's ahead.
Oh, wait a second.
Yes, you did.
Well, we have a set. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mr. Chick McGee. What a trooper, Chick. And you know the Bob and Tom are not going to let you live this down. Neither is Christy. You got a half, he got a quarter pounder. How do you like that, Rich? You know, like there's milk, you make garbage pies.
Oh, my God, the humanity.
Oh, there are kids here. They should see this. We have the turd man here. It's under control. The turd man is
All right.
Okay.
Report to my office. I'm a jackass. Okay, fine. That's Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Had a credit card stolen.
Right.
And you forget
That you have auto pay on
the
it.
auto pay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here's the key to win this one. Get a new credit card and only put your auto pay stuff on that credit card. So your magazine subscriptions, all the stuff you have in auto pay is on that one, and never use it for anything else, and you can keep an eye on it.
That's fair. Now, I was going to follow this advice, but you lost me at magazine subscription.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know who's had a magazine subscription in the last 45 years.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7?
All day, every day.
That's very helpful.
Shut up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
And we have a guest.
Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Who's now, all of a sudden, the second best guitar player in the building. There's Josh Arnold.
You know, we have one of the few jobs out there where we can actively and openly scream at our boss.
Blatant hostility. It's our fulcrum. Did I say Ace Cosby? Hey, I'm Chick. Hello, Tom. We got a special guest.
Speaking of handsome guys.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like turd to me.
He's a handsome guy. He's a comedian. I mean, sorry.
He's kind of a comedian.
Yeah, he is.
Actually, that makes me feel better, all the way better.
Edwin McCain is here with us. Edwin is a very fine singer and songwriter. And we're going to meet another guy who is there he is. It's Costaki Economopoulos.
Costaki.
Hey, guys.
How are you?
Costaki, how are you?
I'm an Edwin McCain fan. Good to see you, man.
Likewise, my friend.
I just saw Edwin.
You magnificent Greek bastard. My God. Look at that.
I just saw Edwin along with Hootie and the Blowfish. And by the way, I'm 3/4 of the way through Darius Rucker's book. It's I had no idea. Those guys partied, as he put it, hard.
I will put 1995's Hootie and the Blowfish up against any era Motley Crue you want.
Wow.
Yes, and Motley Crue walks away limping.
And you've seen the Motley Crue movie where that opens with the woman being.
What an opening!
Yeah.
There's a paragraph in the book in which Darius says they were on tour with Cracked Review, and they had this Englishman that was their tour manager. They were packing up, and he said, "Look, I've been with Ozzy, I've been with Led Zeppelin. You guys hit it harder."
I can tell you, I was there. I rode on their tour bus once.
and then Darius goes, I realized that wasn't a compliment.
Hikes.
But those guys are great live. They do a killer version of Stephen Still's song, For What It's Worth.
Cool.
That was meant for Darius's voice.
And the Stone Temple Pilots song.
They end with that. That's great.
Really good.
In any event, and Edwin kills it.
Yeah, and Collective Soul's terrific.
Yeah,
and then Haywood Banks now singing for Collective
Oh my gosh! Hey, Costaki, you've had a good summer.
Yes. It's been fun running around with the kiddos, and life's good. You guys good? It's been a minute.
Yeah, we're just great.
Are you ready for the Olympics to be there in your hometown for 4 years?
Sure. I'm working on some breakdancing moves.
Well,
too late.
sorry.
They're not going to have breakdancing in L.A.
Nope.
It's over?
Yeah, it's over.
Done.
Yeah, they realized that was embarrassing.
What would you be more excited about, Costaki? Going to the Olympics in Los Angeles, right outside your back door, or going? Well, you know what I mean when I say back door,
yeah.
Right.
Or going to another draft day or Super Bowl party. Which would you?
Oh man, I gotta say the draft day stuff is really fun.
That's what I thought.
For me,
yeah.
You get to go with you're there with like a sea of football nerds. There's no game, there's no ticket. Everyone's wandering around and talking football the whole time. I just love it. That's a high bar for me.
Now, Costaki, they are going to have at the 28 games in L.A. They're going to have flag football.
Yep.
And the question is, are they going to let the NFL players play? And
are the ladies going to play?
I think there is
if you let LeBron play basketball, you got to let the pros play this, right?
Oh, contraire.
I don't think so. Are you going to let Joe Burrow risk blowing a knee out?
Yeah. Oh, you mean
flag football?
The teams let them?
Right.
Well, that's a different question, right?
But it'll be interesting.
Tyreek Hill playing flag football would be fun to watch.
I was going to say the cheetah wants a gold medal real bad. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. Now, Costaki is not just a comedian. He's also our NFL correspondent, Edwin. And Costaki, how are things looking for you and your Atlanta Falcons?
They're up arrow from bad. That's good.
It has absolutely transpired the way everybody thought it would for Atlanta. They drafted this amazing rookie quarterback, but they also signed a veteran for $200 bazillion. The veteran can't play yet. The rookie's been playing, and so all the young guys on the team are bonding with the rookie, and they're not going to let Kirk Cousins play.
Is the rookie doing a good job?
He's doing a fine job.
There you go.
Yeah, he looked good this week. So, hey, we had no quarterback for 2 years. Now we have two, so it's fine. It's a better problem.
Okay.
So what else are you interested in the NFL right now?
Well, we mentioned Tyreek Hill. He said his number one priority is being a Dolphin for life. I'm like, yeah, that's where most of his 37 kids live. He needs to be in Miami. He's the least likely to wear a Guardian cap this season. He won't even wear a condom. Am I right, everybody?
Am I right?
Hello,
everybody.
These are the jokes.
Yeah, that's right. When head coach Mike McDaniel wants the team to pick up their tempo, he makes them watch film of Tyreek's sperm. Like, all right, boys, this is what we want to see. We got our first ever NFL game in Brazil coming up. I can't wait to see how they trim the grass. It's going to be
very short.
Yeah, the Brazilians are so correct.
Oh, man.
Talk about a baller.
Where do you fall on that, Costaki? Is it like Christmas morning when you come across one of those? Or,
being Greek, you've probably never seen that song.
You know what I mean. Right down to the hardwoods. You know what I'm saying.
Christmas morning. I think it's going a little bit the other way.
That's
Chick.
what I think.
feel like.
Yeah. You like to keep it hairy?
It's a little. You miss it sometimes. It's like the old days.
All right.
Okay. Are we talking about bowling?
Yes.
No. No. Sorry.
The NFL is also scouting for possible game in Australia. Chick, that's where the Cowboys' playoff hopes go down the drain counterclockwise.
Wait a Yeah.
Doesn't traveling that far hurt a team?
They'd have to give them the week off.
Right? That's a long way.
That's what they do for the England games.
Weren't you saying that the notion is they may drop the preseason games and give each team 2 bye weeks? Isn't that one of the formulas?
And also, they're going to go to 18 games, but players can't play 18 games. You have to take 2 games off during the season.
Oh.
So,
Which I think is
NBA,
awesome.
Which is a great idea.
Yeah, the NBA wants to do that so LeBron can only show up half the games. So when you buy those expensive tickets to see him in your hometown, he can't play today.
Yeah, that's right. No, I love the 18-game idea. They have one fewer preseason game, I think, and then you get 2 buys. And then, if I'm not mistaken, that pushes the Super Bowl into that Monday off President's Day.
Yeah.
Weekend?
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
So it could be win-win-win-win. We'll see.
Now, on a semi-serious note, what did you think of the new kickoff situation? What's it called? The dynamic? What do they call it?
Dynamic kickoff, yes. It's all marketing.
Mixed feelings. They made some big changes in the offseason. This year, the kickers will tell you how they feel about the gays and women in the workplace, and then they try to kick it into the landing zone. So it's a tricky.
That is tough. Yeah. Why would they?
It's very different this season.
very different.
I'd love to hear what Ronnie Lott thinks about all of that. You know, the guy that cut his own finger off to be able to finish a game. I'd love to hear what Ronnie Lott has to say about the state of the NFL now.
Did you hear about the Australian? Was he a field hockey player? A male field hockey player? Had the tip of his finger cut off rather than miss the Olympics because he'd and a chick mentioned the famous Ronnie Lott story.
Yeah. People don't believe it. It's on YouTube. I'm like, hey, you know what? You want to see it? You want to see the apex of like insane NFL toughness? It was Ronnie Lott.
Yeah, and then they ended up going to the playoffs and not winning. Is that correct?
And then the game he cut his finger off to be able to play in, they lost the game.
And didn't the Australian guy? Didn't they get knocked out pretty early? Okay, oops.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Oh, well, that's a pretty good story to have.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody's at the bar telling their little stories. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You had a fever and couldn't play. Really?
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah. I lost a limb.
Michael Jordan had bad pizza.
Did it mess up your dress? You know, the usual. What else you got? Costaki, what else is happening in the NFL?
Well, if you'll allow me, I think what we should do today, since it's preseason, is a meme for every team. It's like a one-liner for each team. Can we do that? Can we break it up maybe and do a few? Or
why don't we come back with it? Do you have time?
Okay. Yeah.
What else is he doing? Look at him. He's just sitting there.
By the way,
what else I got going on?
It's only 5 in the morning.
And you do have a very red, white, and blue thing going today. The blue background, the red T-shirt, the white in the cap.
This way, but I do have the All-Pro Lines shirt
nice.
on.
Wait a minute. There's a Costaki Economist All-Pro Lines T-shirt?
Economopoulos, not economist.
No, that's the economic.
You've only known him for 25 years.
That's the economical way of saying his name. Costaki, where do we find you on social media?
You can find me on all the platforms, Costaki Economopoulos, Facebook, and elsewhere, and also All Pro Lines. Follow All Pro Lines at Facebook. And we're doing all the football jokes and memes.
It's a great follow.
And caption contests.
Because All Pro Lines much easier to find than trying to spell Costaki Economopoulos.
Fair.
Yeah,
true.
Just saying.
Better branding.
Seriously.
Raycon Everyday Earbuds, someone said. I can help you. Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. That's right. They've upgraded. You also now get the Swell earbuds, of course, and active noise cancellation, multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once, plus a quick charge function. Check this out. 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery. And Raycon's ergonomic design to comfortably fit the widest range of ears. I say every ear ever made. And the optimized gel tips for a cozy custom fit. And we received Raycons about a month ago, and we're still loving them. Brand new colors, blush violet, forest green, royal blue, classic black, and Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. And, of course, we have a deal for you. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20 to 40% off site-wide. You get up to 40% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. When we come back, we're going to visit with Costaki Economopoulos and Edwin McCain, who is on tour with Hootie and the Blowfish. Cuyahoga Falls, the famous Blossom Music Center, coming up on Thursday? All right. We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
And we've had a wonderful morning because we have a terrific guest in the studio. Sitting next to Christy Lee, it's a veteran of many years with a guitar. A guy who...
I thought you were going to say bottle.
I can't... Pat, I tried.
Well,
this is why I get the reputation of being the dick in the show, but no, I'm trying to do something nice.
No, you are the dick on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Who put the dick on the show?
I blamed it all on me.
See, this is... I'm
not going to say anything until I'm introduced.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Pat
Daly is here with us.
Thank
Pat.
you. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you.
Hi, Pat.
Now, Pat,
Frank, good to see you.
You do an annual residency, if you will, at Sloppy Joe's. That's the place that does the famous Hemingway lookalike contest every year.
Yeah.
And you could actually...
And you win every year,
You
don't
could
you?
certainly place in that.
They've been after me for a lot of years to do that. And now I say I'm too old. He shot himself last year.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Let me play a song for you.
Okay.
Please.
Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Oh, I can't read the paper. It's too small.
Must be the martinis.
Okay. Where's that music stand?
Would you like chicks
Okay,
readers?
here we go.
You want my
Missouri-
cheaters?
Okay, let me start over. Okay, Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Most of the South is having a drought. And Malibu's having a slide in the mud. San Francisco is having an earthquake. They say she won't last through the year. The whole country is reeling in recession, and I'm having one more beer. Oh, I'm having one more cold one. Till the news and the blues disappear. The world's on the brink. There's time for a drink, and I'm having one more beer.
Oh, yes.
My sister is having a breakdown. My son is having a toke. My dad is having his old emphysema, and I feel like having a smoke. My buddy is having a sexual crisis. He's smiling at me kind of queer.
Uh-oh.
My secretary is having her pregnancy test, and I'm having one more beer. I'm having one more cold one, till it all hits the wall and disappears. My wife's having fitsin', and cat's having kitsin', and I'm having one more beer. My daughter is having her nose pierced. My mom is having her butt tattooed. My brother is having an affair with my wife.
Uh-oh.
Guess who's the one getting screwed? So if you're having heart palpitations about the way things are heading around here, just give that waitress a pat and tell her that I'm having one more beer. Oh, geez, I'm going to have to practice that one.
I love that song.
I couldn't read my words.
That's
there,
all right.
I don't know why. I got to get them up this close now.
Stick around. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Not sure. Actually unsure.
Well, Mr. Unsure, annuities ensure that you'll still have income even after you retire.
Kind of like getting a paycheck for not really working. I like that deal.
Oh, yeah, that's obvious.
Hey!
So, to get started, here's the name you need to know. Silac Insurance Company.
Silac?
Yep, Silac, S-I-L-A-C. Living law requires more than just Social Security.
Agreed, but I'm still unsure.
Hey, Silac's annuities help protect the unsure against financial risk to their retirement savings. Down market? No problem. An unexpected health issue? Not an issue. Your annuity is flexible because life isn't predictable.
Silac, huh? Fly-by-nighters?
Nope. The company actually opened during the Great Depression. Back then, they were on a mission to help people when people really needed the help.
So signing up going to be complicated?
Silac makes getting an annuity clean, simple, and transparent. Move on from unsure to insure. Silac. Get started now at SILACINS.com.
Performance varies. Past performance not indicative of future results. Consult with your financial advisor.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and Tom. We have a special guest here and on the TV.
There we go. Look at all these guests here. We've got a comedian, Costaki Economopoulos, who's also our NFL correspondent. We also have, I want to say, actor. Jeez, I can't get this right. He's one of the funniest guys I know, but he happens to be a musician also. He is Edwin McCain, currently on tour with Hootie and the Blowfish and Collective Soul. They'll be at the famous Blossom Music Center, one of the first so-called sheds, coming up on Thursday night. A great place to see a show in Greater Cleveland. That's insider talk.
Outdoor venue.
Now, Costaki, you were gonna. You said you had been working on something for every team in the NFL.
Yeah, it's I do every July at All Pro Lines. We do a meme for every team. So if you want to,
that's 32 teams, right?
Kick back, relax.
32 jokes.
Yeah.
They're one-liners.
Yeah,
they're
maybe,
quick.
I hear half. How about 16? 16, going once, going twice. 16.
Maybe
14.
Maybe the Greg Hahn.
14.
The Greg Hahn.
How about just the AFC South? Okay.
Sold. Just the AFC South.
Okay. Now, do you want the official Greg Hahn rim shot on the good ones?
I think that's a good way to go.
On the good ones?
Okay. you want to control
judging.
You go ahead and do it.
Okay, go ahead, Costaki.
All right, Bears. We got rid of Fields. If we could just get rid of goalposts and the stands and the referees, then we'd be on to something. Bengals. Our Joe falls down less.
Wait.
Sorry.
No, don't best.
That was too late. I'm sorry. The Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, sir. What have you got?
Cincinnati Bengals. Our Joe falls down less. You see, some of these are fast.
Our Joe falls down less.
Joe Burrow.
There's a famous Joe Biden done some falling down.
Joe Burrows doesn't fall down. Okay.
Now, if we're going to have to explain each one of these jokes.
Oh, it's going to take a while. Yeah.
That doesn't need explanation. That needs deodorant.
Yeah.
All right. The Bills hope to lose another Super Bowl someday. One for the thumb.
They've lost 4, you see.
Right.
Steelers say one, or you say one for the thumb. Okay,
Boy, I never thought I'd miss the sound of Greg Hahn's voice before. Broncos. Colorado doesn't have enough edibles to make Bo Nix look like Drew Brees. The Browns. We need a logo and a quarterback and an owner and a game plan. Bucks. Tampa's where you order the mullet at the restaurant and the barbershop. See, it's Cardinals, where football goes to retire. Chargers, a true LA team, homeless.
But good looking.
Oh, yeah, great look. Best uniforms in the league.
Love those colors.
The powder blue? Oh, yeah.
Chiefs, Mahomes is studying Brady. The big lesson, don't suggest that your wife take jiu-jitsu. That seems to be.
Okay. Yeah.
Colts, our quarterback spends more time in a blue tent than Ulysses S. Grant.
The Civil War.
Injury prone, you see. That's the.
Yeah, it's had a few issues. Commanders, there's a true DC team. Even the football is taxing. Am I right?
They nail you. Yeah, taxing. It's tough to watch.
You'll take a bite.
Yikes. The IRS defense.
Cowboys, don't mess with Texas until January. Then go ahead, mess with them. Dolphins, we were hawking Tua way before that girl.
I like that.
Eagles, cloudy with a chance of batteries.
Yeah, they throw batteries. Yeah.
That could hurt.
Falcons, George is on my mind, but not in the playoffs. All right, that's my team.
That's very nice.
Giants, they call him Danny Dimes because he definitely doesn't have 4 quarters in him.
Very good.
Jaguars, these spots don't run or pass or kick or tackle.
Not good at the game.
Fundamentals, you see.
All the basics.
They don't have them, you see. Hence the ergo, the humor.
That's right. That's how we do. Jets, gangrene is suing for defamation. Lions, they look so bad. Now they look great, like Cher on a show day. Niners, San Francisco is the only place where the luxury boxes are cheaper to rent than the apartments in town. Packers, this team is owned by the fans and lately also by the Lions. Am I right, everybody?
Can't find a way around Detroit.
The Panthers, they've been in the basement for longer than that lady in Silence of the Lambs. Patriots, they used to look great. Now they look terrible, like Courtney Love at an open bar.
Issues.
Raiders, John Madden made him famous, which is appropriate because now on Madden is the only place they can win.
Ace?
Watch it. Rams, Hollywood's team. Appropriate because after a lot of plays, you want to yell, cut. The Ravens, no bridge quarterback or bridge. They had a problem with the bridge there.
Yeah.
People die. Dead people. Nothing funnier.
You want a good laugh? They died.
Saints, a carnival every March, a circus every Sunday. The Seahawks, the Starbucks is so you can stay awake till the third quarter. Steelers, we have a curtain, but it's less steel, more balsa wood lately. It's a little
light.
Balsa wood's very light.
You can penetrate it.
It's easy to break.
Anyone could punch it.
The simplest.
The Titans let Derrick Henry go. They haven't been this upset since they started teaching evolution in schools.
That's an inherit the wind.
Not so much the team, but the people there. No.
I don't get it.
Inherit the wind.
Exactly, yeah.
What's he talking about?
The Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings, they're just like 7, everybody. They're headed towards 8 and 9. All right.
No.
They're 8 and 9.
Yes, 7 leads to 8 and 9.
Right.
Right.
That'd be a really.
Where do we get 7 from, though?
I don't get it.
It's 8 and 9.
What?
What'd you say?
All I know is that's the last one.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
Costaki Economopoulos with our NFL report. You can find him at All Pro Lines. And you can participate. You could send your own version of that. And do you sell those T-shirts, Costaki?
We do. Those T-shirts are available. They're at the link in bio, as they say.
I want mine for free.
I do too.
I feel like you've been riding with me this whole time because you're all over serious comedy networks, too.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Yeah, Costaki kills it on there. Yeah.
Very good. Any gigs coming up, Costaki?
Yeah, I'm doing a couple gigs in Idaho in September. I'm excited. Mid-September, I'm going to Boise and Twin Falls.
All right.
And then on from there to the I'm doing the Ron Sexton benefit show at the end of September as well.
Where's that now?
That's at Belterra, Southern Indiana.
Okay. Thank you, Costaki. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck to the Falcons. And once again, joining us in the studio, Edwin McCain. He's got his guitar out, and you're threatening a sing-along, is that correct?
I don't know. I've just been trying to write a song about being back in the tour bus. You guys can help me out. I'm just working it out.
Okay, go.
On a tour bus. Living on a tour bus. Now, week 1. It's a whole lot of fun. I'm on a 2, you feel a little blue. On a tour bus. Now, week 3, it smells like feet. And on a tour bus.
He's talking about the tour bus.
Yeah. Now I'm working for the man with that saxophone in his hand. Oh, working on a tour bus. Thank you. Now, week 4, you get a little bored on a tour bus.
What else happened on the tour bus?
Week 5, it's time to get high. On a tour bus.
So high.
Yeah, I'm working for the man with the saxophone in his hand. On a tour bus. Week 6, start to feel sick. On the tour bus. That's what I got so far.
All right.
I think we're actually at exactly week 6. And I don't ever get to week 7 because that's when everybody breaks up the band. You can really set your watch to it. Usually week 7, there's a huge blow up. And it's always over like a dinner roll,
Oh, sure.
or a leftover cookie that somebody else ate. You know, it's amazing.
You're with the same people 24 hours a day.
You can set your watch to it. 7 weeks into a tour, there's going to be a fight over something wholly insignificant.
Yeah, I was just reading the book by Don Gaiman, the guy that produced Hootie and the Blowfish's cracked rearview mirror and a bunch of John Mellon. Great book. And he was saying that these guys were the Hootie and the Blowfish, the greatest band to work with, super nice guys, showed up on time. They took all his advice, went out on tour, and after 2 years, they hated each other. Now they're obviously getting along fine. Now they've matured, but God, it's got to be rough being in that tour bus with all the fellas all that time.
It is definitely like a pirate ship. You know, there has to be at least one. There has to be a benevolent dictator, you know.
And a mutant.
It's not a... Well, and it's funny because I walked in here, I felt better about our situation because I got fired from Soundcheck years ago. The guys in my band were like, listen, we don't want you to come to Soundcheck. And I was like, yeah, but my name is on the trailer. And they're like, no, you come to the show. We're tired.
That goes along with my theory for decades that we don't spend, the people in this room right now, with the exception of Edwin, we don't spend any extra time together other than the time we're on the air.
Yep.
Everybody's like with my band, they're like, do y'all hang out? And we're like, never. I don't even know where they live.
Tom doesn't know where I live.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's the only way to keep it together. We're family. We're just not friends.
Absolutely. It's a great way to put it.
Edwin McCain is our guest and currently on tour with Collective Soul and Hootie and the Blowfish. I happened to have seen that tour. What a great show. Just killer. And you get to come out after your own thing. You get to come out and play a couple more times.
Yeah. Really the way the lineup works is it's awesome because I get to go out there and play everybody's wedding song. We ease into it, and then here comes Collective Soul with a full set of rock radio hits, and then Hootie comes out and plays 22 songs you know all the words to.
Wow! And you, by the way, I'm not going to say what it is. You get a great laugh.
Yeah.
After one of your songs, I mean, it's so funny.
I have a good time. Like that's like the part of this. To get an amphitheater of people to laugh at a joke feels really good. I gotta be honest with you, because they're not really there to see me. So,
and it's daylight, and then there are people that don't necessarily know who you are. Then you play a couple of your songs, they go, Oh, that guy.
Until they hear the song they've heard in Walgreens 80,000 times. Yeah.
But I tell you, we all loved it.
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
It was great.
It is so much fun to be back out here and making a laugh. And, you know, my daughter was with me for 3 weeks, and now she thinks that
cool.
I'm just slightly less embarrassing.
Oh, good.
You allowed her on a tour bus?
No, she was only allowed in our bus.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
It's a sober bus?
Yeah. No, it was, she knows the rules.
Good.
Very well.
So I'm at the. I was at that show, and just by chance, there was a woman behind me that she's tapped me on the shoulder, and she said, "Hey, hi," blah blah. And then when Collective Soul came out, she taps me on the shoulder again, and she goes, "I didn't realize Haywood Banks had taken over the lead in Collective Soul because he looks exactly like him. Glasses, big white hair.
And I'll tell you, both of those bands, Hootie and Collective Soul, were always sort of like big brothers to me. And they were, you know, Hootie helped me get my record deal, but once I got it, Ed was big at Atlantic, and he was really an advocate for me at the label because they really, you know, Atlantic was like, yeah, we'll sign him, but Ed was really helping push the agenda and for me. So it's been so much fun. My manager used to tour manage Queen in the 70s, and he's been on the road with Hart and Rat and everybody. He's been on the road his whole life, and he came to me about 3 weeks into this tour, and he said, "I've never been on a tour where everybody gets along as well as you all do."
Oh, that's cool.
Which is great. Yeah, so it's a lot. It's been a lot of fun. It's been amazing.
Well, I highly recommend. Great show, and I know you guys are at Blossom Center, which is I think technically in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, not too far from Cleveland. It was one of the first of those outdoor venues, famously, and just a great place. You're going to have a great day. And then you guys are in Camden, New Jersey, at the Freedom Mortgage Pavilion on Friday, Saturday in Bristow, Virginia. And you're a road warrior. You don't have your bus.
Yeah, I'm driving right now, but I love driving. I'll drive 20 hours just so I don't have to deal with airports and airplanes.
You and Josh.
Yeah, you know, it's...
Yeah.
What do you listen to?
I listen to
the Bob and Tom show.
I listen to Bob and Tom.
Of course.
I always listen to Bob and Tom. I listen to books on tape a lot. I like to listen to Audible. I'm listening. I'm going to tell you what I'm listening to. I'm literally listening to this book. It's a diary of the plague years in the 1600s, and it's the darkest book I've ever read in my life. But it creates a contrast. And I was like, you know what? Things aren't so bad.
Yeah.
Do you do what I do? And I have 3 or 4 going at the same time. So when I get one, gets 2.
Why do you do that? Don't you get confused with what's going on in each book?
You watch more than one TV show at a time, don't you?
I don't. No, not anymore.
Really?
Because I'm doing the Oppenheimer book, which is
that's a big read.
And it gets really depressing.
Gets real technical.
Then I'll switch over to something fun. You know, and I highly recommend, by the way, Darius Rucker has an audio book of his biography, and I'm 3/4 of the way through it, and I'm surprised he's still alive.
You know, we were indestructible back then. I mean, when we were out on that first tour, they were such a phenomenon. Me and the merch guy Ricky ended up in a fountain in front of the hotel, and I'm unsure whether or not we had clothes on. I think we did. And the cops came to the edge of the fountain. They were like, "Come here," and we were like, "Come get us." You know, come and get us. And finally, we got out of the fountain. But you know, normally you just go straight to jail. But they figure, you know, they were like, "No, they're with Hootie and the Blowfish." And Hootie was such a phenomenon at the time. They just made us go to bed and didn't arrest us. And I was like, "Wow, this Hootie thing is like a free pass."
What's really interesting in the book, and Don Gaiman also talks about this, the Hootie and the Blowfish album, after it was made, they almost didn't release it.
I remember that controversy.
The main guy at the second tier guy at the record company said, we're not going to release it.
They didn't like it?
Nope. Wow. And then clear heads prevailed, and one person in particular said, "No, you got to try this." And then it came out and didn't go anywhere. Then 3 radio stations started playing it, and then they got on Letterman, and kaboom.
Well, Letterman, for the week leading up to their appearance on Letterman would literally just randomly look straight into the camera and go, "Hootie." And just say it. And he was literally doing this like it was almost like a tick. And he was doing it for a week before they showed up there, and
they did it for
as soon as they hit that show, it was game on.
And they were selling at one point 1 million records a week.
They sent me one of those plaques, right? When it hit 5 million, I still have this giant 5 million plaque. And I was like, man, 5 million. That 5 million is right. That was just getting warmed up on its way to like 30. And however many years later, every one of these amphitheaters we play, including Fenway, is packed, and everybody's singing every word to every song, and it's so fun to see it when your friends win. It's so good.
Yeah, and then Darius says in the book he learned a valuable lesson from Chrissy Hind of the Pretenders. Play your hits.
Yeah.
He said, I will always play the hits.
Yes.
Which is what he does. We're going to come right back. We're hanging out with Edwin McCain and Chick McGee.
And I'm going to tell you about SimpliSafe. I knew I needed to secure my compound with the best. That led me to SimpliSafe. I did my research, and I did it so you don't have to. It's SimpliSafe. It will protect your home as it's been protecting my compound for over 10 years right now. I sleep better every night knowing SimpliSafe's 24/7 monitoring agents are standing by to protect me, and if someone tries to break in, they send emergency help when I need it most, and they have exclusive live guard protection. Yes, SimpliSafe agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm and can even see and speak to intruders inside your home, warning them the police are on their way. And you can have the same peace of mind that I and many Bob and Tom listeners experience. SimpliSafe is offering Bob and Tom Show listeners 20% off a SimpliSafe system. Just visit SimpliSafeTom.com. Protect your home this summer with 20% off any new SimpliSafe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit SimpliSafeTom.com. That's SimpliSafeTom.com. Remember, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
And I'm not sure, are we done with sports? Are we going to come back with other delights from the news desk? We have some interesting stuff in the news, including orangutan breastfeeding.
Oh, that's hot.
And our motorized pants story. We never got to that.
And don't forget, Tom, we've got Edwin McCain.
The Rifleman.
That's right. He's here.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation.
We're trying to see how Chick McGee will do in the cherry spitting competition in the parking lot.
I care for cherry. No,
well, here, I'll eat the cherry, then I'll give you the pit.
Oh, no, you don't do that. No.
I've never been so turned on in my life.
Come on.
Now, when you do it, you have to pass it tongue to tongue.
Now, we just talked with one of the champions.
It turns out Nats. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Nats love cherry.
Oh, how about that?
It may just be me that they love. I haven't been able to shower since last Tuesday.
Don't tell us.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, Dr. Will, Mark Allison with you. It is Tuesday, August 13th. Scheduled to appear coming up top of next hour, Paul Mecurio, longtime friend of the show. Check him out at paulmercurio.com. His new tour, Permission to Speak, going to be in Schaumburg, Illinois this Friday, August 23rd at Al Larson Prairie Center, and then Saturday, August 24th, the Schrott Center for the Arts in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's Paul Mercurio. He'll be be joining us live right here on Bob and Tom Radio. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Street artist Banksy has unveiled a new mural of a rhinoceros that looks like it's climbing on top of a car in London. It's the 8th animal-themed artwork he's posted in the past week in a collection that includes elephants, a goat, a wolf, pelicans, and more. The elusive graffiti artist, who's never confirmed his full identity, has been posting the new work on his Instagram account every day since last Monday. The latest piece in Charlton, southeast London, gives the impression the animal is mounting a broken-down car parked in front of the building. On Sunday, the artist claimed another artwork depicting piranhas, which appeared on a central London police box. This week's new streaming entertainment releases includes a country album from Post Malone. Aquafina, playing a struggling actor whose winning lottery ticket has her on the run for her life in Jackpot. And the 4th season of Emily in Paris drops Thursday. The tearjerker Netflix documentary Daughters follows 4 young girls as they prepare to reunite with their incarcerated fathers for a dance party in jail. And also coming to Netflix, the Halle Berry, Mark Wahlberg movie, The Union, an action comedy about a construction worker who gets entangled in the world of espionage by an old girlfriend. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do, too.
I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16, and it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
The Bob and Tom Show. Right on.
www.bobandtom.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show. I will be honest, I may or may have not been the man arrested for climbing the Eiffel Tower shirtless. I will say this, jail food in France is amazing. They bring you a charcuterie board and a glass of wine with a lovely baguette. Nice. Oh, this is exciting. I've never been wine boarded before. Let's see how it goes.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom. How are you this fine day?
I'm doing great. And now I should point out a couple things. Christy Lee is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Chick McGee, of course, at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
Are you still using TP? Dump your roll because wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
Now, we should probably give some packets of dude wipes to our guest.
I was just thinking that. I was like, dude, how do I get on this train, man? We got to get a sponsorship going.
That is material.
Yes.
That is the voice of singer-songwriter Edwin McCain, also driver. He does have his, what's the name of that license you have?
Oh, I got a CDL, baby.
A CDL?
Class B.
Okay.
Class B CDL.
Is that better than a C?
I don't know. It's one letter better.
Yeah.
See, you can do like a bath. When you don't have time to get in that shower, you just take the dude wipes, do it all over your body.
There you go.
There we go.
Yes. Yes. I am all over this dude. That's gonna be the next sticker on my bus. Oh yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Edwin is on tour with Collective Soul and Hootie and the Blowfish. A bunch of dates coming up, including Blossom Center in the Cleveland area coming up on Thursday night. Now, we were kind of in the middle of a sportscast. Have we? No.
We were done.
Oh, we were done. Okay.
I had wrapped up sports.
Okay. Let's grab a couple of news stories from Christy Lee.
Well, you were talking about this earlier. The Dublin Zoo has enlisted the help of breastfeeding human mothers to encourage the female orangutan to bond with her newborn.
Wait, hold up. I'm going to need a clarification.
Okay,
so the humans are breastfeeding, or they?
The humans are breastfeeding their own babies. Hang on. The ape known as Mujur delivered a baby orangutan late last month after her pregnancy initially was taken by surprise by the staff. Oops, she's pregnant. Though the orangutan had previously given birth, she seemed to lack any maternal instinct for the baby. So, zookeepers contacted a midwife and lactation specialist, Lizzie Reeves, who organized 30 mothers to breastfeed in shifts in front of the then expectant orangutan. They were hoping to do this before she gave birth, hoping that she would mirror that behavior.
Now, did they have to dress up like orangutans?
I don't believe so.
No. That's half the fun.
Well, that'd be super kinky. You're
looking at it
might
as
freak
kink,
the baby out.
There's one guy that goes, I got to get to the zoo.
The best one in this area is the condors. They feed the baby condors, and it's a puppet that they use on their hand, like a mama condor.
I thought condors were extinct.
No,
they're coming back.
California condor.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Despite the effort, though, zookeepers ultimately made the decision to bottle feed this new baby and is now being hand-raised and thriving. It did not work.
But do you remember the thing with the so-called panda porn?
Yes.
Because they couldn't get the in-captivity pandas to mate, so they quite literally put a screen up there and they were showing the mother pandas mating.
Mm-hmm.
They spent a lot of time, a lot of money on that, too. That was a lot of money spent on trying to get pandas
Did it
horny.
work? Do we know?
I don't think so.
No?
Have they ever had any?
We have a panda that's pregnant right now.
I know, but in America, aren't they all?
What are you guys looking to me for? I don't know where this panda is.
Yeah, the orangutan thing. There's one nervous zookeeper.
Probably just need to stick them on tour buses.
Oh, there you go.
That'll get them pregnant every time.
What is it, Tom? Have a panda lose his job, then he'll be pregnant? Or something? No.
Yeah, the old. How do you get the panda pregnant?
There are hundreds of sites of pandas being clumsy on the internet with captions like, how are these not extinct?
They're trying hard.
Yeah.
They're really working at it.
They're not banging. They're falling.
Teeter-totters.
Yeah. Falling out of trees.
Yes.
Wow.
They're real clumsy.
They are cute.
Now, I have an interesting trivia fact to get away from this for just a second.
Yes.
This is for you, Ace. As I said, I'm reading the Darius Rucker book, which I think is called Life's Too Short. He is a huge Kiss fan. And
Dolphins.
And he lives for the Miami Dolphins. But he is a huge Kiss fan, and he has an opportunity to do some stuff with them, and he loses his mind. His taste in music is so eclectic, so interesting, the stuff that he loves. But I thought you would love the fact.
Everybody loves Kiss, don't they?
I think they get a bad rap from some people. I just went to see their final show. It was great.
With Ace,
and now Ace and I performs his favorite Kiss song.
That's your favorite Kiss song?
Utterly missing the point. I'm sorry.
Lick it up! Lick it up!
Back to you, Christy.
Oh, by the way, it's the Berlin Zoo that announced yesterday that their panda is pregnant again.
Wow.
Yeah, so Mang Mang. Mang Mang, yes.
What about Bang Bang?
Maybe Bang Bang's a dad. I don't know. It doesn't list that here. So, yeah.
The panda?
Yeah.
He's pregnant.
People ask the questions. People. Sorry.
Hey, Americans are showing a growing interest in owning miniature farm animals. Sign this girl up.
Miniature chickens? Like Cornish game hens.
I mean, like mini donkeys, like little baby goats.
I told you about
fainting goats.
Schwarzenegger has a mini donkey that
he
lives
does.
in the house with him, and he feeds him carrots out of his mouth.
Some experts
Well,
point to social media and sparking the interest.
They have mini donkeys. What else do they have?
They have mini goats, mini cows, mini donkeys, mini horses.
Many horses.
Many.
Well, the mini, I know they use the mini steers to make those sliders at White Castle.
There you go. There you go.
They're smaller, you see. The mini. When we come back, we're going to be talking to comedian Paul Mecurio. We're going to get another song out of Mr. McCain. And perhaps another horror story from the road.
I got plenty of
Okay, good. I can't wait to hear more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
I get in a lot of awkward situations, I feel like. Recently in D.C., I threw up in the street, which isn't a big deal. That happens. I'm a pretty heavy drinker. But what was different about this time was as I was about to throw up, when you're just starting to come up, I made eye contact with a woman sitting outside of a Starbucks.
Yeah.
And then I held eye contact as I vomited.
Oh.
So it was just very awkward because she just saw me kind of look over at her and then go, and I mean, what's going on in her reality?
She wants to watch that.
Did you get her number?
I did not get her number. I'm afraid. What if she go home and say, I was so ugly today I made a man vomit? I don't want her to think that, So I had to go over and tell her it wasn't the case.
That's a bad hair day.
Yeah, if a man looks at you and vomits,
That is a bad day.
you need to visit your hairdresser ASAP.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a self-esteem killer.
Yeah,
right
it
there.
really is.
Yeah, but I get into stuff like that all
See,
the
I'm a
time.
sympathy monitor. I would have, if he'd made eye contact with me, I would have.
Me too.
You would vomit also?
I would join you, yeah.
So when you smell vomit, you immediately vomit.
Say goodbye. Let's move on.
So far we've covered soiling ourselves and vomit in the studio.
What next? All right, let's go into pussy lesions.
No.
No, Bob, that's wrong in the script. It's not pronounced pussy.
There you go.
It's
written that way.
I know it looks that way on the page.
If you read that wrong at the audition, wow, that's a different movie.
Yeah,
Well, what's
entirely.
this, Mr. Abrams? I don't understand.
Much closer to a Mr. Skin film.
Yeah, I think so.
I would say.
Oh,
Yeah. So.
now, were you a big drinker in college?
Yeah, I in college I think I drank a little bit more than I do now. In college, whenever I drank, I would pass out. It was like my thing, That's how people knew me.
Pass out guy?
Yeah, it got to the point where even before I went out, I'd go ahead and draw a dick on my face. Because it was going to happen.
It was going to happen. Your buddies were going to take care of it anyway.
Just take it right.
Oh, boy.
Why wait?
It really is something else. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not.
That's
because first of all, what do they think? It's going to help me? They think years from now I'm going to be saying, yeah, it got really bad. I was just drinking all the time, passing out. And then one day I woke up, looked in the mirror, and I was like, TJ, get it together. I owe it all to Steve and his artistic ability to draw a ball sack on my forehead.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff. I want to ask you about this. These are your
Adopted
parents.
Adopted parents.
You are,
That's
okay.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm adopted. I was actually left in a basket on the stoop of a fire station. And had I been a Dalmatian, they would have kept me. But
damn your luck. Huh?
Yeah, damn my luck.
No.
But you were that's nice though. You were adopted, and you have a good relationship with your adopted.
I love being adopted. But people say things to me. I'm with my dad. A guy comes up to me. He goes, "You have your father's eyes." I'm like, "No, I don't even have his address."
Wow.
I think he lives near a fire station.
Somewhere.
You know, I feel blessed to be adopted, but I'm curious about my culture, my heritage. I kind of think I'm a light-skinned black man.
Really?
Based
Very
on
light.
what? Because I'm big, you know.
Yeah, oh, I got you. Okay. Banana.
People, exactly. That's why it's a fun word. People ask, are you English, you German, you French? I don't know. I'm adopted. All I know about my culture is they give away their children.
Listening to Bob and Tom Radio 24/7. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Had a credit card stolen.
Right.
And you forget
That you have auto pay on
the
it.
auto pay. Here's the key to win this one. Get a new credit card and only put your auto pay stuff on that credit card. So your magazine subscriptions, all the stuff you have in auto pay is on that one, and never use it for anything else, and you can keep an eye on it.
That's fair. Now, I was going to follow this advice, but you lost me at magazine subscription.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know who's had a magazine subscription in the last 45 years.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7?
All day, every day.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. And Tom, we have a special guest in the studio and on the TV, I believe, right?
We got a guest in and a guest out. We have Edwin McCain, singer, songwriter, and then we have Paul Mecurio, apparently in his kitchen. I can't tell. Is that where we are, Paul?
Yes, that's yes, that's where we are. It's good. Look, we got a little silver appliance there. Look at that.
Yeah,
we got a microwave.
Nice.
Microwave. It's very,
We
very
got
nice.
indoor plumbing.
You're doing well these days.
That's a home two suites.
You've seen it before, haven't you?
Yeah, I know a home two suites when I see one.
Hold on. Someone's gonna clean the house in a minute.
I can remember. I forget the name of the comedian that he got so used to being in hotels that he had one of the rooms at his house to look made just like a hotel room because he could sleep better in there. Yeah.
Really?
Whoa.
Paul Mercurio, typically in New York City, warming up for various shows, doing the audience warm up, but currently also on tour with your show. Give me the background on the show. How does it work?
People come, they spend money, they laugh, they leave, and then I go back to my room and weep uncontrollably. It's Permission to Speak. It's a Broadway show that I was doing, and now we're taking it out on tour. And it's the premise of the show is we're disconnected, divisive, kind of but if we get together and share stories, we realize like we have more in common than we think, and it involves my stand-up and sort of, it's not really crowd work. I bring people on stage, they tell stories. I've got stories that I'm telling. You know, my life's been a little crazy, so and basically it's been really cool. It's not a political show, but it involves sort of just completely improvising with the audience and getting them to sort of just tell these stories that you realize everybody's got something in common because we're all living these crazy lives. Like I had this guy on stage and I just said to him, "You look like you're in a bad mood." He goes, "Yeah." I go, "What happened?" He goes, "I broke up with my girlfriend." I go, "What happened?" He goes, "Well, you know, she wouldn't listen to me." I go, "I communication problem." He goes, No. I told her not to shoplift at CVS." And I'm like, Did you just say at CVS? He goes, "Yeah." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, you know, no." I go, No, you got to explain that." He goes, "Well, yeah." He goes, "You know, I shoplift. That's how I make money." I go, "What?" He goes, "Yeah. Well, I've been stealing stuff since I was like 11. Like I would steal bikes in the neighborhood and sell them back to the kids, or otherwise I beat them up." Right. So now the audience is like, yeah, heads are exploding. Like, what's going on? Right. So I go, "What happened?" He goes, "Well, you know, I shoplift, and I shoplift nice stuff. And she's seen I'm getting nice stuff, so I want to get some. She wants nice stuff, so she said, 'Teach me.'" I'm like, "I'm not going to teach you because." And now he's doing this with no self-awareness. Like he thinks that this is normal, which is what's making it great, right? And he's not putting on an act. And he goes, and she kept nagging me, and I go, and he goes, "I'm not going to teach you how to shoplift because, you know, you're just going to like waste it. You're going to like shop at like cheap places like CVS. And what's the point? What are you going to get arrested for lipstick?" And like, so in his mind, he's like, I'll give you these powers, but you must use them for evil and not good, right? So I go, "How did it end?" He goes, "Well, sure enough, she gets arrested for shoplifting at CVS. I go, "What happened?" She goes, "Well, she called me. I went down. She's in the squad car. And there she was with like lipstick and mirrors, and that's what she got arrested for. And I told her not to do that." And I go, "What happened?" He goes, "Well, I broke up with her." I go, "Wait." He goes, "In the squad car. Screw this." And he walked away. And I'm like, that's the kind of story that you're getting from people where they go, "This is a normal life to me." And people go, "Really? I guess this is how people live their life." It's been crazy.
Why would
stories have been
Yeah, what's the problem?
Why would he admit that?
Yeah.
She didn't listen, did she? No?
Yeah. Yeah. And so, you know, there's another woman. I said, "What's your name?" I just said, "What's your name?" She goes, "Nydia." I go, "That's a unique name. How'd you get that name?" She goes, "Oh, and I said, "Was it Lydia or Nydia?" She goes, "No, Nydia with an N." I said, she said, "Well, my father got my mother pregnant with me, but at the same time was having an affair with a woman named Nydia. So he named me after the woman he was having an affair with."
Wow.
Whoa.
Right.
Wow.
Right. So, yeah.
Does the mother know that?
I think I said, "Did your mother stay with him?" She goes, "Well, for a little while." And then she realized maybe this wasn't a good relationship. So she finally left him. But it took her a while to leave. Like she didn't leave immediately. Right. So you're getting these stories where you realize everybody has a story. And if you give people a chance to tell their story, you know, they do and they want to. And so we've been getting some really cool stories. And we had a really cool set designed by the set designer for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. And Frank Oz is directing it, who, you know, created The Muppets with Jim Henson and directed Dirty Rotten Scoundrels and Bowfinger is the original Yoda. So, which is cool, but, you know, try going out to dinner with Frank because he's always got to talk backwards like Yoda, like "Steak I will have." Oh, yeah, we get it, Frank. You're Yoda, okay? And but it's been cool. It's been really great.
Now, I was you grew up in Rhode Island, as I recall.
Yeah.
And your family had a furniture store, right?
Yeah.
What was
we
it
had
called?
To close it. Called Cam's Furniture, K-A-M-S, K for my sister Karen, A for my brother Arthur, M for Mecurio, S for shop. No me. I wasn't born yet.
It's closed up now?
Yeah, well, my mother's 96. We closed it about a year ago, and she's mad. Yeah, we had to close it. She wants to keep running it. And she's like, "Why do I have to close my store?" I go, "Well, let's start with the fact that you were locking people in the store in the middle of the day." I'm not making this up. She's deaf in one ear. She can't hear in the other. I go there one day, the door, because she's very like flighty, and she's like, oh, it's like 3 o'clock. I want to go shopping. So she'll just close the store in the middle of the day. So I go there one day, the door's locked. There's a woman in the store. I go, man, what happened? She goes, looking around. I turned to ask your mother a question. I couldn't get out. I said, how long are you going to be here? She goes, 4 hours.
Good Lord.
Did she shoplift a couch or anything?
Well, close. I go, what are you doing? She goes, well, I browsed a lot. She goes, I took a nap on that sofa. And she goes, is your name Paul? I go, yeah. She goes, well, the phone rang and I took messages. She took messages for me, okay?
That's handy.
Yeah, and you cannot win with your parents. I don't care how old you are. So I said to my mother, I go, Ma, you can't lock people in a store in the middle of the day. She goes, oh, I don't know what you're yelling at me about. The woman took a nap on that sofa. She liked it so much. She's gonna buy it. I made a sale and I wasn't even in the store. I'm like, all right, I can't do this, right? So now we're moving her out of her house, okay, where she's lived for 50 years. We got a 30-yard dumpsters, the biggest dumpster you can get. We filled 3 dumpsters with stuff. 3. Now, anybody listening, anybody watching, you got like hoarders in your family. My mother's, first of all of her files were like in boxes and coolers. She wouldn't buy filing cabinets. They were too expensive. So she would put them in like styrofoam coolers and then write what was on the outside. Yeah, she had tons of them. So like it was great. Like when she gets audited, it looks like she was going on a picnic. Okay, and she would keep stuff like files in the oven. She kept her shoes in the dishwasher. I'm not making this up because the dishwasher was broken. And she would keep batteries in the refrigerator, but not good batteries to keep them fresh, like old batteries, dead batteries. She was like cryogenically freezing batteries until science came up with a cure. It was insane. And so this stuff is everywhere. And so we went through 3 dumpsters. And when you throw stuff out, somebody that age, like they don't trust you. My mother wouldn't trust me. So like I was throwing papers out, right? And then I look back and the papers I had just thrown out were back on the counter. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I thought I just threw that out. So I throw the papers out again, and they're back on the counter. So when my back was turned, my mother was pulling stuff out of the garbage. So when you throw stuff out with my mother, it's like the scene in The Godfather, the Godfather 2, where De Niro kills the Don Fanucci, the guy in the white suit in the stairwell, and he goes up on the roof and he takes the gun and he breaks the gun up and he puts the pieces in the different pipes. That's what you have to do with my mother. Yeah, you have to take the papers and you have to rip them up into all these small little pieces, and then you have to run around to neighbors in the neighborhood and go, excuse me, yeah, could you please throw this out? A tiny Italian woman is going to come and try to get this from you. Do not let her know that I was here. Like, that's how you have to throw stuff out with her. It's insane.
Paul Mecurio is our guest. Insane. I'm sorry, Paul. And the show is called Permission to Speak, directed by Frank Oz. On tour right now. Schaumburg, Illinois, coming up Friday. The Schrott Center on Saturday. Milwaukee on the 19th of October. And Annapolis, Maryland, on the 23rd of November. Once again, it's Permission to Speak, and it's out there. We're going to post a bunch of videos so you can see what's happening with the show. We got a bunch of clips we can actually play, and you can see them on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. Thanks, Paul. Good luck today.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Great to see you.
Take care.
Bye. Coming up, we have some interesting news. Christy, give me the teaser.
Well, we still have to get to our motorized pants. We have broccoli haircuts in the news and fully robotic dental surgery. Would you be willing?
No.
Sure.
Think about it.
Only, as I've said before, only if the robot has a face.
Okay.
I don't want to just see levers and motors whizzing around my head. I want to see a face.
I don't like that. I
rode in a Waymo. I got in a Waymo in Arizona, got in a car without a driver, and literally let it drive me all across town.
Kidding.
And everybody's like, how did you do it? And I was thinking I was going to hate it. But 30 seconds in, I was like, I'm completely okay with this.
Isn't there something that human beings, when they're in the back seat, even if they have a driver, they're like disconnected from what's going on in the front seat, where the car's going?
I mean, I was fairly alert for the first 45 seconds of the ride. But once I figured out it was okay, I was like, well, this is the greatest thing ever.
Wow.
And it was like $12. I was like, all right,
never do it.
You could never do that.
No. You say that. I promise. I was the same way. I was like, I want to hate this.
Yeah.
And I got in it, and 45 seconds later, I was like, this is the greatest thing ever.
Huh.
Yep. I can sit here and tell you that. And I was an absolute hater of this technology, and then now I'm unbelievable.
I have to be driving, and I drive my best when Kelly is next to me telling me what I'm doing wrong, which is
Well,
constant.
you have to have someone there constantly critiquing what you're doing so you do better.
I don't know how to turn, drive, park. It's unbelievable.
Careful, these are on.
Well, no, you guys would all agree with her, so I'm not worried about that. Well, when we come back, we're going to try to squeeze a song out of Mr. McCain, maybe two.
Did I ever tell you guys about me rescuing the village people?
Oh, no, I must hear this.
that. Okay.
When we come back, I'm excited about this already.
Oh, my goodness.
Right now, real quick, I want to remind you about our friends at Silac Insurance. That's the Silac Insurance Desk. And by the way, Christy,
yes?
Did you get a new clothing budget?
Why?
Because you are wearing beautiful clothes all the time now.
Well, thank you.
I don't think anybody got a clothing budget.
I didn't get a clothing
I didn't
budget.
either.
No, I did not.
Go ahead,
But
Tom.
Am I right? I mean, look at
I
her.
did get a new shirt. Thank you for noticing.
I think she looks nice. Yeah.
I always think she looks nice.
Oh, Jesus, Josh. Kissing. Right now.
I'm preparing for my retirement.
Nice lead in.
Now we've got it.
61% of Americans over 50 say, wait a minute.
That's over
I'm
half.
worried about my retirement because
Yes.
the days of the gold watch and the pension pretty much over. Kind of got to take care of yourself, look after yourself. This is why it's time to check out the annuities from Silac Insurance. See what I'm talking about? Actually, just go to bobandtom.com. There's a link to Silac.
And
Or
while you're at Silac, be sure you're wondering what would Chick McGee look like in a television commercial for Silac, and it's right there. All of your questions will be answered.
The handsome factor is also on
it's
display.
off the chart. Me looking in the mailbox. Oh,
See if you qualify. Restrictions apply. Find out what they are by going to silacins.com or just go to bobandtom.com. Click that link, Silac, SILACINS.com. Maybe that check every month, wouldn't that be handy after you've retired? Silac Insurance Company, our friends, and they, of course, are the sponsor of Christy's News Desk. Coming back with singer-songwriter Edwin McCain and a great story about one of my favorite bands, the Village People. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Hey guys, Jess Hooker here from the Bob and Tom Show. Looks like the weather's going to hold out, and I am going to do the IndyCar two-seater experience. A little nervous, but I think I'll be okay. I've been coming to the race since I was about 5, so this is a dream come true. I'm ready to get in one of these cars. I just don't know if they're going to let me go ahead and drive one. Do you think if I asked to let me sit in front, maybe? Here we go. The nerves are setting in. I'm just waiting for the excitement to trump the nerves. All right. Down and forward. Got it. Forward.
Keep going. All the way down.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
We're in here.
You don't have to hold on to anything. The car will hold on to you.
Mentally, it feels like maybe there should be a handle somewhere. Maybe like one of those Fisher-Price car wheels. That'd be cool. Steering wheel.
I thought about putting a horn in there so you can honk at the driver and make it faster or whatever.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
Okay, hi, Jeremy. Just like to know who's making me safe. I'm not sure if it's sweat from nerves. I probably should have emptied my bladder. There's a lot of things going through my head right now. I love my family. Holy hell, it's running, guys. This ain't no game. Holy hell. Oh my God. Okay. Holy hell. All right. Oh my God. The first lap, I don't know why I'm winded. I didn't do anything. First lap, oh my gosh, we're getting up to speed. This is amazing, it's awesome. Second lap, oh hell, how fast are we going? Third lap, I got a little nauseous, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how those guys do this for hours at a time. This is nuts. But I feel like the luckiest girl in the world. I can't believe that I'm here, that I was on the track, that I got to do this today. This is just like a dream come true for anybody who loves IndyCar, but especially a girl that's been raised here in Indianapolis and comes out here every year, my entire life since I was 4 years old. I'm still in shock. But you cross over those bricks and you see the pagoda coming out of turn 4, and I don't know what I could compare it to. Holy hell, dude. Beautiful.
Stopped by.
I invited myself on the show.
You're kind of like family now.
You're always welcome, Ed.
Yeah,
I literally
always.
was driving through. I was like, I wonder if I can drop by.
Yeah, please do.
The answer is yes.
And I think you did a really nice job washing my car. Thank you.
We'll give you a key fob next time.
Yes. Would you like washing? I love washing my car.
Hand washing your car?
Did it again this weekend.
Oh no! Yeah,
no.
God, no.
That's a chore I
I
don't
need
care
to,
for.
but I haven't done
That's
it
what
yet.
teenagers are for.
Well, yeah. See, my let's see, how old is she? Maybe my 8-year-old loves it. Get the hose, start spraying.
Oh,
stuff.
I bet that is
Well,
fun
yeah,
then.
that-
Start spraying stuff like her dad.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
did she spray you?
Yeah, that's got to be.
I'll just do this tire. Oh, look, Dad. Oh.
Ha ha.
Hilarious. That's fun. That's fun. Edwin McCain is our guest, and Edwin is currently driving across the world as part of the tour that's going to be in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, coming up Thursday night. It's Hootie and the Blowfish, and you guys are going to be at Blossom Center, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, along with Collective Soul. It's a great show. I saw that tour earlier. You guys are on the road having fun. Are you doing any solo stuff coming up?
Yeah, I just did a show up in Wapaka, Wisconsin, a full band show at Indian Crossing Casino. They call it casino, but it's in one of those old school 100-year-old band rooms. You know, it's like one of those like dance hall kind of places, and it's so cool. And they saved this building because they were going to tear it down, and some people in the city said, "Hey, wait, this place has got history. Let's save it." And there's a lot of these old school dance halls that. You have to save them. Like everybody played there. They're 100 years old. And so we played a full set there Sunday night. And now I'm just sort of meandering my way to Cleveland and came right through here. So it was perfect timing.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting way to make this segue. I'm trying to make sure I do it the proper manner. This was what is often referred to as an Indian casino, whatever one properly would say, a Native American. In the band The Village People, there was a man portraying, if you will, remember this? They had the cowboy, right? They had the
construction
Indian,
worker.
They had the construction worker. You said you have a Village People story.
I saved, they got caught in a flood. I got this emergency call that said, "Hey, can you fill in for the Village People?" And I was like, sure, why not, right? They said, "Where are you?" I was like, "I'm in Greenville. Can you get to Charleston by 5 p.m. and fill in for the Village People?" I was like, I can, but I don't know how happy these fans are going to be. So we threw the band in the bus, busted down there. We threw our stuff on stage. I was literally wearing the, same stuff I had on when I was under my truck earlier that day. It was just whatever. And walk out on stage, and there's this whole crowd in the North Charleston Fair waiting for the Village people. And I walk out there and I said, listen, it's got some bad news and some good news. The bad news is Village people got stuck in a flood. They're not going to make it here tonight. The good news is you're getting this guy. And they were all just out there like, boo, And so over the course of the night, I just slowly turned them. And then by the end, we had learned YMCA on the way down there. And so we closed the show with YMCA. We had all the people on stage and we sang YMCA and then, we saved the day. And we walk off the side of the stage and the promoter that books all the fairs comes, this old guy, he comes running up to me and he goes, "You! Look at you! You slayed them! It was amazing. We thought the whole show was going to be a wash, and then you come down here and you slayed them. My whole life, I never heard of you. My whole life, never heard your name. But look, you slayed them. And now, for the next year, every time I would walk on the bus, everybody in the band would go, "Never heard of you. Never heard your name my whole life."
There's been historically so many bad pairings in the history of music. It's got to be tough. Do you have any other unusual events where you were paired with someone that you didn't really fit?
I opened up for LL Cool J. In front of a Virgin Megastore in L.A. And I can tell you, I've never been so aggressively booed in my entire life. Like sensitive acoustic music for the rap crowd. And then I was halfway through my second song when some guy on the front row sort of pulled his jacket back enough for me to see the gap. And I was like, "Yeah, we're done here. Thank you. Good night." Yeah. I was like, I agree, sir. This was the wrong pairing.
I'm with you.
I walked off the side of the stage. I'm with the guy on the front row that just showed me his 9mm. I'll be leaving now.
Yeah. I'll be
leaving. Right. I looked right at I was the Atlantic rep. I was like, whose idea was this? This is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was,
now, maybe, has anybody ever approached you in the hip-hop community about taking one of your songs and using the music
sampling?
bed? I mean, for example, what was the Michael McDonald tune?
I Keep Forgetting.
I Keep Forgetting became a huge hit. Someone used that music
Ludacris
bed.
and somebody used it, yeah.
I'm
regularly
just truly not that cool.
No, it wasn't like it was just they took this great melody and lifted it, and then you have to pay the. That'd be a nice, comfortable retirement for you if you.
It worked for Sting. He got all of that. He got all of that Puff Daddy song. Yeah. He crushed it on that one. Not like he needed any more money, Gordon.
$1,000 a day, I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the problem with that is that lick was actually played by
Andy Summers.
Andy Summers. Yeah. That was really kind of his creation.
Maybe he gives him some money.
I doubt it.
I'm pretty sure Andy doesn't even know how much money he has right now.
They're doing okay?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's good to know. Edwin McCain is our guest. You do have a guitar, and other than your stand-up comedy.
I got a request over the email here.
Oh, yeah.
So this one, I wrote this song that, they used to ship me off to places to write so I wouldn't get distracted. And so they shipped me off to Woodstock, New York. And I was in this big house, and I'm watching the cab drive away into the snow, and I realized that I was stranded. And then I called Enterprise, and they came and picked me up. So on the way back to the Enterprise place, we passed this. It was like 8 in the morning, and this place is packed full of people. And I said, "Oh wait, must be a good restaurant?" And the guy goes, "No, it's a strip club."
Oh,
and I was like, "Oh, that's a great idea for a song." So here we go. Another beautiful morning under stars and bars and F-Series pickups and rusted out cars, eating breakfast at the strip bar just to have a peek. The beer-soaked angels spread their wings
things and they dream of 20s and diamonds and things. Somehow that might ease the sting of the company they keep. It's a beautiful life. It's just as advertised. It's all for one low price. Just read the fine print. You'll be content with your beautiful life. The vets still talk about the tad offensive, and the freshman boys all look so pensive. Just living large is so expensive. Hope daddy fueled the jet. We'll fly out to the Hard Rock Casino. We'll put on our neatly pressed fine chinos. Then we'll laugh at the guy in the El Camino. Is that the only car he could get? It's a beautiful life. It's just as advertised. It's all for one low price. Read the fine print. You'll be content with your beautiful life. All our churches glow. Communion wafers, trash, TV shows. Hey, can't you just understand that strife? 'Cause you'll be safe and warm in your beautiful life. It's hard to tell what's true compassion when it's dressed up in hair and nails and fashion. The tabloids all rush to cash in on what we should believe. I hope I never see the day when there's nothing on the planet left to save. And oxygen is the designer crusade as we all fight to breathe. It's a beautiful life. It's just as advertised. It's all for one low price. Just read the fine print. You'll be content with your beautiful life.
Mr. Edwin McCain.
Did you tell Tom about your guitar?
Oh, yeah.
There's a great story.
Yeah, this guitar is actually made of mahogany that Johnny Cash smuggled out of Jamaica in 1971. And I'm probably not supposed to be telling this story.
Wow.
But yeah. And there were 4 made.
How do you smuggle
in your private jet?
Oh, I was gonna,
Yeah.
I thought you were in his
Not in his pants.
No.
Shoved it right down his pants. Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and when the guy that built the guitar had the different panels, and he said, "Which panels do you want?"
Oh my!
And I said, "The ones that look like boobs."
And there they are.
And he goes, "I knew you were going to say that." And he goes,
That's gorgeous. Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Edwin McCain is our guest. Distinguished singer and songwriter. Do you do any covers when you're with your whole band? Do you like to do other people's stuff? Do you have any favorites?
Yeah, I do an Earth, Wind, and Fire song. I do a Teddy Pendergrass song, Love TKO, and we do a Seal.
Wow.
I'm a huge Seal fan. I actually embarrassed myself completely. I can't get over it. I literally just barged up to him. I saw him and went. I couldn't believe it, and I went full Manchurian Candidate. I couldn't stop myself. As I'm walking over to him, the back of my brain's like, "Stop, stop!" And I walked up to him with. stuck my hand in his face. He's like, I don't really shake hands. I was like, that's okay, Seal. You know. And then skipped away from him. I don't, it was just awful, and I can't get it back now. Like, ugh.
I love you, Seal.
You know, it was so bad. I literally interrupted a conversation he was having with his teenage daughter. I was like, all the bad things. Like, the only thing I didn't do is spill red wine on him. You know, it was awful.
That'd be Pat Godwin's story. But was it wine or coffee you spilled on Keith Richards?
On Pete Townsend.
Oh, Pete Townsend.
No.
It was Keith Richards, wasn't it? Okay, yeah. And he was cool about it.
Yeah, very cool.
Wow.
Oh, he probably didn't even feel
Mike.
it.
It'd be good for the image.
Oh, you spilled coffee on the ketchup stain I had.
Yeah. Mick would have had one of his guys kill you.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
He was very nice.
Okay. Well, could we get the robot dentist story out of here?
Yeah. What did I do with it? A Massachusetts startup claims to have completed the first fully robotic dental procedure on a human. The company called Perceptive announced their first-of-its-kind procedure completed using its suite of fully automated dental technologies.
Sweet.
Which performs a 3D scan of a patient's mouth, uses AI to analyze the data, and then employs a series of robotic arms, no face, and tools to carry out the surgery. A video of the procedure showed an automated drill arm shaving down portions of a patient's tooth.
Whoa. Shaving down
Well, this is how they replace, they do crowns.
Do they have your head in a
vice?
Yes.
I
would think if you twitched, you'd get your tongue cut
They
off.
say they can replace a crown in 15 minutes.
No thanks.
Well,
Take
it's
your
not
time.
a rodeo.
It takes
Take
too long for your
There's no
dentist.
reason to rush this.
Hey.
But of all of the marvels that have been made in medical practices lately, don't you feel like the dentist chair has not changed?
But I think for
at
good
all?
reason. If I say to my dentist, please stop, that hurts, there's a strong chance he will.
Yeah.
And if you're being operated on a robot, please stop.
Yeah.
That hurt. Must drill. Must shave.
I can't do that, chick.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I'd like to breathe now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't even turn. How do you spit? I mean, there's.
To make it authentic, they'd also have to have the robot ask you questions you can't answer because he's got his robot arms in your mouth.
So, how was your summer vacation?
Yeah, or something really horrible about you.
You want the human element, I think, when you're at the
Absolutely.
dentist.
Yeah.
It's scary enough as it is with a nice person doing it, let alone a robotic arm.
And again, I would think when you get a sudden pain, you flinch. I'd be very concerned that it would either rip your tooth out or, but we'll see. We're all laughing.
They
about
must
it
have
now.
factored all that stuff in, but yeah, nerve-wracking.
Every time I hear stuff like this, I say to myself, yeah, this world isn't really for me.
Yeah, I mean,
there's all these, I feel like I've crossed that line where I'm like, yeah, okay.
We've become our parents,
Yes,
haven't
I've
we?
become everything I used to despise.
Yep.
But I don't want a robotic arm, a robotic arm clamping down on my prostate. In case, no thanks.
Well, no, wait a minute. That might be hot.
Oh, here we go.
That might be kind of hot.
We're all getting old.
Vibrating.
Press the wrong button and makes a fist. Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, come on. It's on fist setting.
Fellas, who did this?
So sorry.
Oh, not funny. Not funny.
Ouch.
There was a glitch in a computer in Germany, and it just made a fist in your eye.
No high five. No high five.
This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about giving you easier access to therapy. These days, comparison is happening, and comparison can be the thief of joy. When you look at social media and go, wow, they're better off than I am. Look at that car. Look at that boat. Look at those kids. Well, you never know. But don't do that to yourself. And worry about yourself and focus on yourself. That's where therapy can come in and be extremely helpful. Reaching out is not a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of strength. And BetterHelp is all about getting easier access to therapy. What you do is you fill out a brief questionnaire online, and you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And then the therapy itself is done online. It can be done with like a Zoom call or like a phone call or texting back and forth. It's about whatever works for you, when it works for you. And it's obviously significantly more convenient. So stop comparing yourself to everybody else and worrying about that. Focus on yourself and try therapy with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com BetterHelp.com/BT show today. The /BT show part will knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP, BetterHelp.com/BT show. Coming right back with Mr. McCain. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You never realize how much music affects you until you're told to sit still. Number 23 on the Billboard charts.
Once you accomplish that dream, that's when you find out if that's really who you are.
That's a life-changing feeling. As musicians, we're tapping into that whenever we can.
We're all in. There's no plan B.
Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out.
Coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's
March 15th, the day the Earth stood still.
This is the most all of a sudden thing that's ever happened in my life.
You guys have to come home. What the hell's happening now?
Then it got kind of scary.
It was over everywhere.
Maybe the year or the time of the huge stadium concerts are over.
And we didn't know how long it would be.
I didn't think it would go as far as it did.
We thought it was going to be temporary.
Touring is the lifeblood of any band that wants to make a living. You have to tour, you have to play.
We're not sure when we're going to be able to play again.
It's starting to chip away at my soul.
This pandemic has impacted everybody in the music community.
Sometimes I feel like, wow, do I even belong here, you know? Just heartbreaking, man.
How are we going to get through this?
Dude, you got to call Eddie.
It's definitely tested us.
Reduced capacity make it almost impossible for a band to play.
How am I supposed to pay him?
We've been all doing other things to make a living because it's been shut down.
He ain't coming for free.
When you have something that you love and it gets taken away from you for X amount of days, weeks, months, you just appreciate it more.
We all really took this for granted.
I miss that a lot. My favorite part of my job was connecting with the crowd.
It's the whole connection with humanity that is the most powerful thing.
People need that connection with other people. It'll come back. It's just a matter of time.
It's a 20-year overnight success type of situation.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Today we're going to do a cover, the only cover that we do.
Yeah. Oh, good.
The entire program, but we'd like to play something for you dedicated to something that's been in the news this past week.
All right.
Look forward to it. I think everybody's been surprised about it, and this is a song that explains how I feel about it.
Okay.
They're both ashamed of what they did. At least that's what the paper said. They walk all day because they're always on the prowl. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him doing them horse. They're both pros at what they do, and both require special shoes of each of their heads going down in the caddy. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him doing them horse.
Doing him horse.
Neither of them's made a peep, and fire hydrants don't come cheap. Be careful when you're out there chasing tail. You could wreck your truck and cut your head, but the number one lesson ever said, no matter what you do, don't leave voicemail. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him, and the odds are pretty slim that you won't see him with any more horse.
Yay!
was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 peanut goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
Or may have not been the man arrested for climbing the Eiffel Tower shirtless. I will say this, jail food in France is amazing. They bring you a charcuterie board and a glass of wine with a lovely baguette. Nice. Oh, this is exciting. I've never been wine boarded before. Let's see how it goes.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning. Rise and shine. Up and at 'em. Wake up, sleepyheads. Rise and shine.
Good morning.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful...
Bob and Tom in the mornings. Get up and get it on. This is Don Pardo speaking.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby's here. You scared me when you said hello. I'm Chick, and hello, Tom Griswold, and hello, young lovers, wherever you are. And what's going on?
Well, I was just thinking, we do have a guest in the studio. He is a singer. He is a songwriter. He is a semi-professional driver, driving his bus all across the country. He is Edwin McCain, a very fine man, and but he all around good egg.
However,
how can I put this? Even Tiger Woods at the peak of his career had to have he would have a swing coach. And I know you're a very humorous fellow, and I thought that in the realm of comedy,
don't ever forget that you are
in the realm of comedy. Okay. Sometimes everybody needs just an example, a little instruction, and that's why.
Who's that man with the deep voice?
Yeah, deep voice.
Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
When I used to have this watch, and it just would go tick, tick, tick. I took it to this German watchmaker, and he looked at it and goes, "We have ways to make you talk."
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
We have ways to make you talk.
Yes.
Okay.
The joke of the day is brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Save now on a Sleep Number smart bed. Only at a Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
Chick, you're still laughing?
We have ways to
I don't
make
think
you
I'm
talk.
breathing, let alone laughing.
We have ways to make you talk. I love that very much.
We have ways to make you talk.
Ace knows my manager. We have like a 1 degree of separation.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he knows my manager, Wally.
Wally? I didn't know your manager was Wally.
Yeah.
Okay, well, and that's nice to know.
Your favorite Wally in history, Tom, go.
Wally Gator, come on.
No.
Hang on, don't answer.
That's right. Christy says Wally Gator.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it down and see if we have.
I know what it is.
Oh.
Well, there are a couple of them. Do you mean as a character or a human being?
A human being. Favorite human being.
Wally Cox.
Yay!
Wally
It's a
Cox.
match.
For the win.
Edwin, do you know who Wally Cox is?
Don't.
It's okay.
You shouldn't. It's
He was
okay.
Mr. Peepers. You'd recognize
You
him.
remember Mr. Peepers?
You'd recognize him immediately.
He was on Hollywood
The voice
Squares.
of Underdog.
Yeah, he was the voice. Yeah, exactly.
And Wally
of
Cox.
Underdog.
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando were roommates.
Really?
Yes.
Marlon Brando was his best friend, and he was
He was a smallish kind of guy.
Bookish.
they were
Bookish.
best
Yes.
buddies of all
Best,
things.
best
Interesting.
friends.
I had
Okay,
no
so
idea.
We're best friends.
Okay, here's the question now. I'll take
It's
a
a hell of a
survey here.
wingman to have, Wally Cox.
Should we do?
Yeah. Hey, it's either me or him. I'll go with you.
It's my understanding that just the side action off of
Yes.
Brando was enough to.
Well, to make
that
him
right?
happy.
They had to, yeah.
Okay.
There was a pretty good sized window there for a little bit, though.
Okay, would you rather have Edwin sing a song or do Today in History?
I would
Edwin
rather have
sing a
Edwin
song.
sing a song.
Edwin, would you rather do Today in History or sing something for us?
Well, I feel like now I'm on the cliff's edge. What happened? Today in history, what happened?
Nothing.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give it a quick review and we'll decide. Well, you figure out what tune you'd like to play. Do you have any requests, Christy?
No, because I know Edwin knows his music better than I do, and he would probably like to share something he hasn't shared with us before. How about that?
It's Annie Oakley's birthday.
Oh, that's big.
I love that song.
Annie Oakley's birthday?
Oh, it's Fidel Castro's birthday.
What?
No wonder Costaki was wearing a red shirt. It's Don Ho's birthday.
Oh, so do you know Tiny Bubbles? I'm just kidding.
Tiny Bubble.
Yeah.
In the one. Yeah, come on, you know.
Make me
I'm
happy.
just like big deer in headlights today, right now.
Okay, what do you feel like playing?
I'll do the Gramercy Park Hotel.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, that's.
I was going to ask for that, but then I thought you'd say shut.
No, this is what happens to songwriters. I've been listening to Randy Newman like on a loop, and so his little sarcastic ways slipped into one of my songs, and here it is. Right? Well, old Babe Ruth, he was a drunkard just like me. He lived it high and he lived it low, staggered down the New York streets. You throw him out the bar when it rains a little too much hell. And then he lay his big fat head down at the Gramercy Park Hotel. Well, all these hitmen look like organ grinders to me. Rock stars on golden chains, little monkeys dance around their feet. But give me a little hat, a little vest, a little monkey bell. Send my bananas, baby, to the Gramercy Park Hotel. The Gramercy Park Hotel. And all the publicists sing la-di-da-di-da-da, la-di-da-di-da-da, la-di-da-di-da-da. And it's so far gone. And it's so far gone. So maybe this is just a beggar's life. So maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's just about kindness. I should forget all my silly schemes. Maybe I'm just a fool, but my fool shoes fit so well. I snuggle up in my big fool blanket at the Gramercy Park Hotel. The Gramercy Park Hotel. The Gramercy Park Hotel.
Edwin McCain.
Wow, that's great. Blossom Music Center with Collective Soul and Hootie and the Blowfish Thursday. It's Camden, New Jersey Friday, and Bristow, Virginia on Saturday. Thank you so much, Edwin. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.